Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Listen, whatever it is, and I'm not going to get into your pocket at all, okay? Whatever it is, it's not enough. That's all I'm going to say. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. I am Chris Carlin. He is Bart Scott. I am in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at ESPN Milwaukee. The good folks here have welcomed me. And I had the Packers game yesterday on national radio. And when I say whatever it is they're paying you, it's not nearly enough. It really isn't. And I know what they pay at SNY. And I'm just taking a stab. And you should have just walked out in the middle of that game. Why would you stay and watch that voluntarily for the New York Jets, Bart? Why would you do it?
Well, for me, I mean, I like pain, and it's been like 13 years of this. So
it's a fetish is what you're doing?
Exactly. I feel like to balance my life out, I need the pain of having to watch this, you know what I mean? And then, and you get the fortunes of getting, paid to see a great football game with two great quarterbacks, defenses, division title on the line. It's all good, but I feel like you love pain too because you do Rutgers.
Well, listen, this is neither here nor there, okay? It's not about me today. It's about you. Let's keep it that way. And I love you to death. That is death itself. Having to watch that utter and complete embarrassment from the New York Jets. It's unfreaking real that you can get run over that way by the Miami Dolphins, who have played better. I'm not going to deny that. But, Bart, defensively, I don't even know what I looked at yesterday. I didn't even see actual defense. It didn't even look like it existed to me. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with watching that kind of a game, and all of a sudden I'm supposed to feel better about where all of this is headed in the future.
Well, I feel like it put Steve Wilks back to the front of the line, right? Because I feel like maybe those that cooled a little bit, when Bromley didn't play, but the last couple of weeks the defense have looked solid. They've been like a strong suit. The special teams, Banjo deserves a raise. I feel like the Jets.
Every time I look up, they're the only thing that's doing anything.
Yeah, I mean it's almost like whenever you have a dominant unit that's that much more dominant than the opponent's unit, you feel like you're wasting them because I don't know if they'll ever be this good again on that side of the ball. And I know a lot of times we're used to it being the defense or the offense, but special teams can be just as impactful. The Jets, I think, have one of the best punters in the game and two of the best kick returners in the game. And Nick Falk has only missed one field goal this year. So I feel like this is an opportunity like where you have one unit that's playing so well and then you have two inconsistent units. And, Steve Wilks, it would be one thing when you saw if this was the first time that they saw him and like, man, their game plan just was crazy and it really just blew us away. This is the second time that you've played this outfit, and to me, Mike McDaniels have ran circles around you. We understand that he used to be the run game coordinator when he was with San Francisco. He is running a clinic of how to manipulate the defense, how to block certain line fronts. And Steve Wilks, you would expect to be a veteran guy, would have a better plan. I know it comes down to players, and when Achane goes down, and he's able to do special things, break 5 tackles, and score 230, I think 236 yards rushing, I think is the most ever given up. And the fact that not only that, Tua was able just to throw through huge windows based off of play action, like you didn't see this the week before. And I would give him a pass saying, hey, man, you're going against Bijan Robinson. And Achane is a great back, right? So I'm not trying to make a knock on Achane. What I'm trying to make a knock on is the fact that Achane got hurt after 7 carries for 92 yards. And the rest of the guys did the exact same thing. They put over 130 yards with the backup to the backup. And that's what I can't accept. Because you have to ask yourself, is it personnel or is it schematics? Well, once they decide to go with once Achane's out, to me it's more about schematics than it is about, the personnel that you have. Because this is the thing. I can't anticipate, and I don't anticipate Jermaine Johnson being gone. I don't anticipate McDonald being gone, Phillips being gone, Briggs being gone, Sherwood being gone. I know that maybe Quincy may be gone. But outside of that, Azuri Thompson's not going to be gone. Malachi Moore's not going to be gone. So if they're dominating you this well, how does it change? And now you run the risk of being swept within your division. And if you talk to any coach, any team, the first thing they will say to you is our goal is to win our division. Well, our goal should be to win one game in the division. And that was the one that you thought they can get. Now they have New England and Buffalo left, and you have to ask yourself, defensively, we're not good enough. And how do we get better? Clearly, if they don't sign Quincy, they got to get a big thumper at linebacker. But outside of, and you can say, well, they don't have an impactful defensive tackle. Well, didn't the same thing happen with Quentin Williams was part of the team? I can't think that you're going to draft or sign in free agency a defensive tackle better than him. So I go back to it again. Schematically, they're getting their ass kicked, and you don't expect that from a veteran play caller.
Listen, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's the talent's not good enough. Schematically, it looks horrible. What this is just bad and embarrassing. Bart, Achan's good, okay? And then he gets hurt. You're right. Achan should not have 92 yards on 7 carries. The rest of it should not look like the way it did. And it's not just schematics. To me, when I see some of these running backs carrying 2 and 3 and 4 guys on some of these runs, and they just cannot tackle. Like, talk to me about that. Because there were times where the tackles were there to be made, and it's just poor. It's so poor. And I cannot understand why that is.
It's the willingness to tackle, too. And it's the crazy part. We thought that it was going to be an advantage for us because we thought it was going to be cold. And, of course, the cold front comes back today. And it was like beautiful and nice and balmy, we talk about Tua's record in cold weather and all that stuff. It was 43 degrees. So, I mean, the thing is, they spent their money on Sherwood, and they have to decide, like, personnel-wise, because me personally, from the offensive standpoint, I feel like they have more answers outside of quarterback, of course. I feel like it's more things answered there than it is on the defensive side of the ball, and the defensive side of the ball is supposed to be the strength.
Listen, I'm not even going to get into the quarterback thing because
we'll get to that later.
Yeah, it can't look like this. It can't look like this. This is supposed to be a coach coming in and talking about all kinds of culture, and it felt like watching that from last week, like they got all full of themselves off of that crap last week, off of just winning last week. And yesterday, you want to talk about not being ready to play? I know that's what Aaron Glenn said. I don't know if he just wanted to take it on the chin himself, but I hate to put it this way, but when you're just coming out in these post-game press conferences and the first thing you're doing, let's just go through all the injuries, guys, and then let it fly. It just feels like loser talk across the board, and I don't get it. This is not what this is supposed to be anymore. Bart, I understand that Dan Campbell went through it year one. I understand how bad they were.
But Dan Campbell didn't inherit a team with
as
enough,
talented. Well, supposedly as talented. Were they? Because I do want to ask it. I've asked it a couple of times. Am I still 100% convinced that this team is as talented as it's supposed to be, even now without Sauce and without Quinnen?
But I don't think they have as many holes as a lot of teams that are playing a lot better.
And they ran through a lot of damn holes yesterday, bud.
You have to ask yourself, who's the middle-tier teams? That's what you're trying to say, right? The middle-tier teams. The issue is we have no answer at quarterback. So, I mean, you think about the Panthers. You think about, the league is really stuck with either good player, good team. It's like good teams.
Stop there for 1 second. Yeah. Do me a favor. You said the Panthers, and this is just perfect, okay? Because Canales came in last year, and you saw signs. You saw signs with the Panthers. We knew they weren't very good, but you saw the quarterback start to come around a little bit more, and that's what Canales was known for.
Yeah.
And now this year, they still lose games that are maddening, but they win games. They go out and beat the Rams last week. Like, these are steps in development that I do not see here.
Well, they have a quarterback. And we were down to our third quarterback.
But I mean, I understand that. I'm not talking about that part of it.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
you're saying performance-wise, showing up. How can the Jets in a rivalry week where they got their rivalry uniforms on and everything's about the rivalry?
I don't know what the hell those things were. By the way, you can have those.
Them are the ugliest.
They suck. Those things suck.
I would call Nike back and say we ain't wearing this.
Yeah, and if you're, I don't want to tell you how to spend your money.
Ninja Turtles.
But if somebody asks you for that for Christmas and they're a Jet fan, revoke their card.
Yeah,
that's not a Jet uniform.
Rivalry
uniforms,
like Ninja Turtles, man. This is the time. It's the same way they did. Remember when we had the
Put
neon?
on the damn half blindfold with the little holes cut out in them.
Remember we had the. This ain't the first time they did it just like that. Remember the time we had the neon highlight green and the people that were colorblind couldn't see who had the ball. It was them and the Buffalo Bills. They always screw us, man. Meanwhile, New England Buffalo get the nice stuff. Like, they get the nice metallic, like, numbers and stuff like that, the light blue and the white on white. Man, they give us some Army
gray
fatigue
on black or dark brown or whatever the hell that was.
Thought they were trying to lay us out in Desert Storm as a cactus. Like, oh, we got those Desert Storm camouflage for you.
Well, at least the cactuses have the little pricks on them that they could stop somebody.
Yeah, I mean, this was bad because it was rivalry week. It was an opponent that you had seen before that had embarrassed you in Miami. And then they come and they embarrass you even more. It's one thing to get embarrassed. See, the first time they got embarrassed, it was a lot of crossing routes and, they were guys running wide open. They weren't having communication issues. This was just a physical ass kicking.
And that's the problem. Like, everybody who's in the chat right now over at the ESPN New York YouTube page, and by all means go there and watch the show. Make your comments. We'll get them involved. People are screaming they don't have a quarterback. Geniuses, I know that. I'm talking about everything else.
We're talking about defense.
I'm talking about defense. I'm talking about the way it looks. And it looks like crap. It looks terrible. It looks like a team that does not know what they are doing and does not know what winning remotely looks like.
And listeners, we promise you we'll get to the quarterback. We'll address that. But let's just start piece by piece. Let's forensically dissect.
This is the big picture. This is from 30,000 feet up. That looked awful.
Because the issue was yesterday they got their ass whooped 21-0 in the first quarter. I don't know if I've ever seen. I don't know if I see like homecoming. Like who did Rutgers play for homecoming? Did they play some or who was their first game?
That's not homecoming? A good example this year.
Oh, okay.
We played Oregon.
Who in there? Whoa.
Who in there? Because of the opponent. Okay.
Who in the hell scheduled Oregon? Did you want to have a happy day?
It was a calendar thing, Bart. It was not the way that they drew it up, okay?
Man, wow. I thought y'all would have had, like, McNeese State.
No. They couldn't do it that early in the year when they were playing non-conference.
Well, next time, I don't care if
Don't worry about what's going on there. Let's not use Rutgers as an example here. It's not the same thing.
Okay, well, they should – rivalry week, they should have been more prepared. And how do you come out rivalry week in front of your home crowd, which, man, it was a lot of great seats empty in there. It was very apparent. Listen, this is what I don't understand.
By the way, who's running the chat for us today? You can tell them to pipe down, too, on the ESPN New York chat. They're talking. I think it's one of our Rutgers guys who says Oregon didn't work out for them. Yeah, I got it. I'll handle the comments here, okay?
But also, like, this is what I don't understand. I think the Jets could get some good favor if you come in and you sit the first quarter in your seats and you see empty seats. Let's bring everybody from the top bowls. Let's bring them all down. Like, let's do something better to have people, like, so the stadiums don't look as empty as they could be. You know what I mean? Give people – that's the opportunity. You raising their ticket prices. Let's move them down closer to the bowl. That way they feel like, man, I got a great seat, man. I went to this one. You know how you call the hotel and you book a regular basic room and you pull up and they say, we've upgraded you. You feel so much better.
It's an amazing feeling when you get it for no reason whatsoever. It's an amazing feeling as somebody that has spent 3 different nights at 3 different hotels this weekend and didn't get bumped. Here we are. When they tell you that and you got even a little extra room, it's, oh, my God, I feel awesome. I'm special again.
Yeah, I mean, I think this, especially because we know the people up top are the ones who are spending, probably money that they don't have or they don't have access to get in. I think you should definitely do that. I think the Jets should consider that.
Bart and Carlin on 880 ESPN, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube chat. Get involved there. Aaron Glenn is supposed to be a defensive guy. You have spent time here talking about Steve Wilks. I don't know why Steve Wilks is the coordinator. I don't know what the relationship is. I don't know what has happened. I look at the history of Steve Wilks over the last several years. He's bounced around job to job.
Yeah, one and done every year.
We have to find somebody. If it truly is not the talent, okay? If they truly are more talented than the way they're playing, there just can't be a discussion about this anymore.
Aaron Glenn had a non-answer to that. I mean, if we have the sound, for sure.
I'm sure that we do. Let me pull up. I'm trying to turn on the camera here. I got all kinds of problems on that front.
I just know he spoke to that.
I know.
Is it a talent problem issue?
All right.
And he said, meh, I'm not going to answer that. Non-answer is an answer. Because if it wasn't a talent issue, then you would say, hey, it's not a talent issue.
Tom, do you have it? I'm looking at this list. I can't tell what's what. It's all a disaster today. Tom, anything?
No bueno. Well, I did the post game, so I know that it was there.
Yeah, okay.
We have to go through the segments. I be trying to say, hey, let's not overcook the grits. I was trying to get it. We should have did a 15-minute show because it was only 15 minutes worth of what we talking about.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how you did it. What do you do, an hour?
Hour 15.
Hour 15? How?
I have no idea.
What did you talk about?
Listen, me, Willie, Connor, and yesterday it was Chelsea. Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, Gelb's got off the hook going to the winter meetings.
Exactly. I hope he gets sunburn.
Listen, you know what? Let's get to the calls. 800-919-3776. I just want to start getting these people in, and maybe you can explain to me what the hell's going on. And nowhere better to start right now than Ira in Staten Island, who will begin us on ESPN New York. Let's go, Ira.
Hey, Chris, Bart, good morning. Yeah, by the way, just so you know, I got the call, and I sit upstairs, and I'll always sit upstairs because you get a better view when you see what the game's going on. But they wanted to upgrade me downstairs for free. They don't want the lower bowl empty, and I stayed upstairs. But they
wanted to upgrade you for free downstairs.
Oh, cool.
But you're not taking it.
Yeah. They did that. They did that 2 weeks in a row. But
at least they did that though.
No. Hang on a second. I thought you meant like for next year.
No.
No, this was just for this game this year.
Yeah, because they don't want the stadium.
Well, yeah, they don't. Exactly. That's right. They don't want the camera angles of empty seats downstairs. I get that. I mean, I'm not.
Exactly.
It's not right, but I know why they did it. It's not out of the goodness of their heart all of a sudden. Let's put it that way.
No, they don't want to be embarrassed, but they were embarrassed on the field. And listen, the players take a good part of it, but the coaching staff, Bart, you played, man. You know they were no adjustments. They didn't do anything. I mean, McDaniels completely outcoached the entire Jets coaching staff. And, listen, I'm not going to get into the quarterback situation and Cook and all of that, but I got to get on Will McDowell, man. And I know he's a decent pass rusher. But how in the world? He's Aaron Mabin.
Oh,
how
God.
do you play and not record one tackle? How could you not record a tackle when the other team rushes the ball 41 times? How is that possible?
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of that was them attacking the edges. You had Sherwood with 15 tackles, and you had Quincy with I think 8. I tell you who struggled. Moaga, Manua.
Sherwood didn't have a good game.
But that's what I'm trying to tell people. People always talk about numbers. Numbers don't matter on defense, right?
People
when
don't
you talk
understand
about tackles,
that when you have a ton of tackles, sometimes it's because it gets funneled that way.
Yeah, you have a ton of tackles because you all ass on the field all the time to get tackles.
Right.
You probably played about 85 snaps. That's why you got a bunch of tackles. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, listen, putting up big tackle numbers is one thing, but some defenses, tell me if I'm wrong here, are actually designed too that they will funnel that toward particular positions at linebacker.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you're a Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, everybody's jumping on grenades for you. So you should get tackles, but you should never have 15, 16 tackles. Like, I want to know where you rank as a defense. How many snaps did you have? How many first downs? What were you on third down? So, like, it's a lot of people that, this guy leads the league in tackles. Okay. Is the defense good? Because if you lead the team in tackles and your defense sucks, then somebody got to make the tackles. Like, how many of those tackles are tackle for a loss, 1 yard gains, or how many of those tackles are explosive plays? I mean, Achane averaged 13 yards per carry. Wright averaged 4.5 yards a carry. You know what I'm saying?
I never heard of the guy right before yesterday. Never heard of him. Couldn't tell you. That's
what I'm saying. And and they didn't even have to really throw the ball because they ran the ball so well. They had 300 and something yards of offense, almost 365, I believe, something like that. They only threw for 127.
When we're talking before the show, you gave the stat, and I cannot believe it. But it's true when you think about it.
Yeah, not Tom Brady.
Tua, 8-0 against the Jets. Tua.
Yeah.
Tua
has never lost to the Jets.
Tua, the guy who you wouldn't want as your quarterback, has beaten you 8 times. Wow. Vinny and Merrick is next on ESPN New York. Vincenz, what's up, baby? What do you got?
I'm just reiterating it because, you guys have been talking about it all morning, but this defense is flat out bad, man, and specifically the linebacking room. You gave all this money to Sherwood, and he's supposed to be a good hybrid linebacker. He can't play coverage. He's just getting smoked. And you have to reevaluate now what you're going to do about that contract. Can you restructure it? Do you want to move him? This whole linebacking room needs to be reevaluated, gutted. And I know the whole defense is bad in general because they can't get off the field. I understand that. But holy smokes, they're bad.
Well, what does restructuring do? All it really does is
push money up in the
ton of money
box,
now, and it doesn't really help you. It helps you now, but it doesn't necessarily help you 2 and 3 years from now.
Well, I'll tell you what you can do because I'll find the potential out in his contract. But some people Sherwood has an up and down year. Quincy got benched, but Sherwood never got benched. He got benched for he didn't start a game once this year, and we never talked about it. But you talking about the belly. We talk about Campbell. We talk about Roquan. We talk about Azuri as we watched yesterday with Houston.
Yeah.
We talk about Bolton. I don't know if I don't know if he's up to that level. You know what I mean? And they got to figure something out because you can't win in this league if you can't stop the run. And you need leaders. You need leaders up there. So they can void his contract in 2028 if they wanted to. It's only a 3-year deal. Oh, potential out in 2027.
Oh, 2 more seasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next season. No, after next season. Or they can just eat it because his dead cap hit is only $6 million. I mean, hell, that's half of Aaron Rodgers.
Listen, you're eating everything else. You may as well. You may as well make 50% of the thing next year all of dead money.
Tell me this: who's the number one?
You already got $46 million or $45 million. That's going to be with the 2 quarterbacks.
Who's the number one linebacker out this year? Maybe it's time to draft you a real linebacker. It's been a long time since they had
Reese.
Since they had what's his name from Miami.
Jonathin Vilma?
Yeah, Jonathan Vilma, David Harris, guys that they drafted, Eric Barton. They haven't had it. They haven't had brought in an elite guy like that.
Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles, both at Ohio State, are going to be high linebacker picks.
Maybe they have to do that. They have to get an alpha there.
We're going to get to all that college football playoff stuff later on too, because Notre Dame can kick rocks.
That's your world. Maybe Rutgers can take the bowl game that Notre Dame went to.
We actually turned one down yesterday.
Oh my God!
We turned because we're 5-7.
You snooty little. But it's about
no.
Whoa.
That's not snooty.
That's
you know
snooty.
what it is.
That's
so
snooty.
They actually took one a few years ago. They did that at 5-7. They because of a COVID in 2021. They took the Gator Bowl, and you had to bring everybody back. And logistically, it just turned into a nightmare.
But you're getting paid.
You have to. So then you have to go find the money to get them to pay for the extra game. You think some of the guys aren't going to have their hands out for another game?
Is it the bowl?
It was the Birmingham Bowl.
No, I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this one.
What do you mean?
What's the name of the bowl they turned down? The Uh-Oh Bowl?
Uh-oh? Thanks, Bart. Yeah, I'm looking here for the Salukis. I can't find Southern Illinois anywhere.
Y'all should play each other. Maybe it'd be an even matchup.
We don't need easy wins to justify ourselves, okay? That's not what we're about.
Okay,
Bart and Carlin, nobody cares today, all right? You know what they care about is the college football playoff, and they care about this. Why is it that I get so easily worked up by teams that aren't even my teams? And yet, it's just the incompetence factor that's so bothersome.
What, did you have to root for Aaron Rodgers?
No, I don't have to do anything, okay? Remember that in life. Just remember this. You never have to do anything. That's it.
It's amazing that your hate for Aaron Rodgers is greater than your love for the Steelers. They went into Baltimore. They got a little help.
A little help?
Yeah.
A little help? Come on.
Just a splash.
Even I can admit what happened there.
Did he take like 8 steps and they still called it incomplete? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's out. What?
Bart and Carlin, we're just getting started at 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Shockingly, I'll have a Chris off later on this morning. You know what it's going to be about? Nice people. Because the Midwest is full of them, and I'm a little tired of it.
Chris, you know where I'm from.
We'll get to that later on. We've got so much to get to. The Jets, the quarterback situation we're going to get to, but this is about the culture, the team, and the defense and where this is. Because that is the biggest problem. Line up, get involved over on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Do whatever you have to be a part of this show today, and I promise you won't regret it. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Big mess of traffic on the Jackie Robinson Parkway westbound out of the Kew Gardens interchange that goes all the way in, almost all the way into Brooklyn. And there's a crash along the way coming in toward Woodhaven Boulevard on the westbound Jackie. The Van Wyck north and southbound slowing down by Kennedy Airport up toward the Jackie Robinson. And northbound side of the Cross Island Parkway heavy off the Southern State up toward Hempstead Turnpike. Hudson River crossings coming in from New Jersey down to about 15 minutes. That's a much improved ride at the GW Bridge and Holland Tunnel. And inbound Gowanus BQE combo delays from around the Brooklyn Bridge. That goes all the way back to the Prospect. And now an accident at the Battery Tunnel coming out of Manhattan out toward Brooklyn. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets. From yards to touchdowns to who will win, with FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right. You can get in the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/Rick to bet on the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right. You can get in the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
John Ryan.
Yeah, Dad.
I think I came up with a killer slogan for our law firm. D'Agostino & Associates, bite back.
Bite back?
Yeah. When someone hurts you, you bite back. We'll be the law firm that bites back.
Dad, that's brilliant. Accident victims, call D'Agostino and Associates and bite back. Hey, we could even put a big vicious dog on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and Rottweilers on buses.
Hey, how about a toll-free number?
What are you thinking?
You know, like 1-800-BITE-BACK.
1-800-BITE-BACK. That's brilliant.
But what if people hear fight back?
Easy. I'll spell it out for them, like 1-800-BITE. Back. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Love it. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
All this talk about biting back got me hungry.
Me too. Want to grab lunch?
Sure. Hey, how about a jingle?
You mean like D'Agostino, law, bite back?
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
The Hess truck's back and it's better than ever. Roaring engines this year. Hess race cars are here.
The Hess stock car racers are loaded with lights, sounds, and a powerful racing motor. Only at HessToyTruck.com. Free shipping and batteries included.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown!
Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/play.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page, it's starting to fill up there. We'll get some of your comments in there. Let's see here. Including this one, Not Your Average Joe. Good news, New York Jet fans. Mendoza looks like the real deal. I want that for you. I'll never cheer for you, but I want New York sports to be great again. Can we stop worrying about Mendoza? Can we stop worrying about all that stuff right now?
I don't know. I mean, what else does Jet fans have to look forward to other than the draft and the fact that they have all this draft equity and the fact that Daniel Jones, who you feel horrible for, went down, but that just means that the Jets pick is getting better and better because I don't have them making the playoffs. So that means that pick is going to be a top 15, top 17 pick as well.
Yeah, listen, I honestly, I can't get too worked up right now by the idea of Mendoza in the moment. Because there are just so many more issues.
Why not? He beat Ohio State, the team that made you their daddy.
Yes, I get it. He looks good. I'm not thinking about that right now. My point is simply this. I'm thinking more about the bigger problems that appear to be there to me. Right? And the quarterback's obviously the biggest problem of all. But the culture and all that kind of stuff... Not feeling great about that.
Listen, we knew there were going to be bumps in the roads, and sometimes this team just have your number. And I think that Miami and McDonald is running circles around Wilkes, and the way that the Jets play defense, he has their number schematically, being able to get to them, get to the top level, finding different ways and multiple ways to get to the edges. It was masterful what McDaniel's done. And he's been doing it to everybody for the last 4. People don't realize Miami's won 4 out of the last 5 games. And, after the trade of Phillips and they got the draft pick for him, like my boy Anthony Weaver's been doing his thing, and he's a head coaching candidate, and he should be taken seriously. He's been a defensive coordinator at Houston. He's coached on the staff with Rex. He's 40 years. He's in his early 40s or mid 40s. 40 got to be about 45 years old. And, he's been doing his thing. So you talk about those defensive guys and you talk about, defense coordinators at other places. Anthony Weavers can can coach his butt off.
All right, let's hit it. How about Robin Monmouth next on ESPN New York? Rob, what's going on, dude? How are you?
Big boy and Bart, I got to say, the can't wait was the signature moment for my son, who's in the Navy right now, who really solidified his Jets fandom. So thank you for that, brother.
No, I apologize for that then.
Because we've been since it's been 15 years.
He's trapped. No, I'm just messing with you, brother.
Carlin, be quiet over there, brother. Your team almost choked it away to the Ravens. So I want to hear that.
They should have choked it away.
I don't even want to talk about that. Nobody cares about me.
Yeah.
I care about this, and I care about watching this, and you should care about this garbage too.
Oh, I do. So here's the deal. Here's what I'm going to say about Mendoza. One thing, he did it against a Matt Patricia defense. Yeah. This guy is coaching the NFL. He's made a lot of offenses look bad at the professional level and at the collegiate level. So there's something to be said about Mendoza. Not for the fact that if you look at the stats, yes, but if you look at how he managed that game and managed what was given to him, I give that kid a lot of credit and how Indiana how that coaching staff coached him up, and he didn't crap the game away. If they can't get Mendoza, because you do need a quarterback in this league, I like the kid Rodriguez out of Texas Tech. He's got it in spades. He's probably not the fastest guy, but he does have speed. He brings tenacity to the game.
But Rob, tell me this: are you willing, with knowing that maybe 2027 is going to have people or a quarterback that you can that may be better? Are you willing to spend your first-round draft pick on it? Because if you get a quarterback in 2026, you're not going to spend another first-round draft pick or 2 first-round draft picks in 2027. So what I'm saying is, do you think – the Jets actually lost but actually dropped in the standings as far as where they pick. So it may cost you some of that equity. It may cost you a first and a second to move up to get a guy like that. And if it's not Mendoza because the Raiders are worse, if it's not Mendoza because the Saints are worse, Are you willing to live with Rodriguez as your quarterback for the future, that you want to try and turn this program around?
No, here's what I do. I think the smart approach is you're not going to go reaching for something like that. You have a need on your defense. I think Rodriguez makes a lot of sense for them if he's gonna be within that first probably top 10.
I'm getting Rubin.
So I like
I'm getting Rubin.
The linebacker.
I think I'm getting Rubin. I'm getting.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, I'm getting a DN from Miami. Because I can't believe in Jermaine Johnson. I can't believe in him, and I can't believe in McDonald. You got to get to the passer. And you look at McDonald. He got 4 sacks in one game against Cleveland. Right outside of that, they disappear too much.
Here's the deal. Okay, we got a lot of time between then and now to talk about the quarterback. I don't want to set the tone and say, shut off people's ability to speak and their freedom of speech. God forbid we do that in America, right? I'm not going to do that. If you bring up drafting a quarterback, I don't know that I can stomach talking to you today. Because we know they have to draft a quarterback. But the debate is going to be this entire offseason about whether or not Mendoza is the guy and whether or not one of these other guys is the guy. And then we start talking about them having to trade up. And I can't even fathom that when we don't really know. Now, Mendoza, I'm not going to take anything away from him. What I do love is the guy has played a ton of football. And that, I think, means a lot, and he has gone in, and he did it the other day. First of all, didn't light it up. They scored 13 points. But he did it against a defense that has 4 first-round picks on it.
Right. So should you be looking over there? Should we be looking to that side, to the receiver over there? Should we be looking to the linebacker there, if you can get him with the second pick? Because it's been a long time since the Jets have had a dominant middle linebacker. C.J. Mosley was that, but he couldn't stay healthy. And we saw the difference when Mosley was playing before he got hurt his neck. what the defense looks like. I think too often we kind of act like linebackers are throw-ins, right? I grew up in a time where the linebacker was the main player. He was the superstar, right? He was the leader. He was the captain, right? Whether you go with the Urlachers, the Derek Brooks of the world, the Ray Lewises of the world, the James Ferrier of the world, the Pierce of the world, right? Carlos Dansby. Like, I come up Urlacher. I come up in an era where, like, you really had to have a guy that was a real guy. And even if you look today, like whether it's Fred Warner, Roquan, he's past his prime, but Bobby Wagner. Like you need. I think the Jets don't have enough. They're too little at linebacker. They're too light in the ass. Like you got a converted safety who's maybe 220 pounds, 215. And you playing a team with a fullback and you getting your ass kicked. As soon as I saw that old cowboy Zach Thomas collar, I knew we was in trouble. I was like, oh crap, because it was a time. It was a time.
It wasn't quite a neck roll, was it?
Yeah, it's the cowboy collar. The cowboy. That's the old Zach Thomas cowboy collar. Like, and Gold was wearing their ass out. Listen, it was a time.
Ingold, in his 45th year.
Yeah, bro, I tell you, it was a time when I saw a neck roll. Oh yeah. Somebody about to die today. Yeah, you got that neck roll there because I'm about to break your damn neck. I'm telling you, like, it was disrespectful. When I saw a dude back there, I saw a fullback in the backfield with a neck roll. Like, oh, yeah, he's scared. He's scared because him got neck issues. Because he was, yeah. And it was a race. It was a racer tag.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Continue, load them up. We'll get more of the calls in a moment. We've got the college football playoff to get to. We've got everything else around the league to get to. And dear God, there's so much out of yesterday that we need to discuss. It is an exciting Monday. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. In moments, how do we fix the defense? We will actually get into it a little bit deeper with Bartholomew. He might take us to school on ESPN New York.
When you're streaming Stranger Things on Netflix,
hurry! Okay, wait! Shh!
Don't take slow for an answer. Switch to Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. And this holiday season, get Netflix and so much more on us. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today.
Whoa, did you see that?
Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Netflix subscription required. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
We are proud to serve our country, to serve our local communities, to wear the uniform, to be a soldier, to serve abroad when and where duty calls. We are ready to stand with our brothers and sisters to defend, to serve, to fight. We're always ready. We're always there. We are the New York Army National Guard.
Sponsored by the New York Army National Guard.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
ESPN New York is throwing a holiday party you don't want to miss. Join us Friday, December 12th at your mother's house in Garden City Park. We'll be broadcasting the Michael K. Show live from 1 to 3, followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg from 3 to 7, all while supporting a great cause. Bring a toy to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation and help make the season brighter for local kids in need. It's the ESPN New York Holiday Party, Friday, December 12th, brought to you by Spike Dade, Security Dodge, Amazon Pickup, and ESPN New York.
It just is brutal to absolutely watch, and I do have to question where the real talent is showing itself on defense right now. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. We will go there. We will get some of your comments here momentarily, and we will get your calls in at 800-919-3776 after Bart tells us a little something about our good friends over at Samwell. I could use it. Listen, you got a neck roll on. Good chance you're going to need Samwell. Am I not mistaken there?
Oh, absolutely. You could have a little sciatica, a little dead arm where you talk about. We call the
my elbow's killing me. My right elbow is like I need Tommy John for the last 2 weeks.
You got tennis elbow. That thing flaring up, man. That's because
it hurts like hell. I don't know what it is. I don't play tennis.
Yeah, you texting
too
much. You're texting too damn much. Right knee shows. You got writer's cramp.
Whatever it is, it ain't going well.
But I tell you what, the football season is going well. But it's almost over, everybody, and we can start to reimagine and relive how the teams in New York can get better. It's football season, the best time of the year for most people, most markets, but not ours. You should be out here tailgating and cheering on your team and enjoying every Sunday, but if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatic, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch could feel like a challenge. You don't have to live that way. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication, just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that delivers real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraine, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that is customized for you. Same-day or next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to text, call, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
You know what they say about Inglewood? Always up to no good.
Always up to no good.
Let's
I see
get back.
Bars.
I've only said that like 15 times because it's one of the few lyrics I know.
It could. Oh, damn. I thought John's back. I thought John was in Disney.
I know. Johnny Pickham's
he got on G5. He got on G5.
Yeah, he gave us the impression that he was going off for another week-long jaunt on one of these on a Disney cruise. But he came back just a quick little trip to Disney this time.
This is like surprise, like when your boss pull up on you, see how everybody acting when he out.
Yeah.
Try to catch me slipping. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no sandwiches in here. Nope. Nothing but tea. All authorized, used studio equipment and stuff.
Are they? Is there a food situation that happened that they are now enforcing more?
No, not at all. I was just trying to make sure.
Okay. Because
listen, Chris, it's around Christmas time. You know what I mean? I'm gonna need some days off coming up in February. I want to make sure I'm on John's good side.
And that's understood. It's not like he was not going to give you the days off.
But I understand that. I just want
how that works.
I just want him to feel good about it. I just want him to feel good about it.
I'm off. Okay. See you, Lynn.
No, I just want him to feel good about it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna work the next day. I'm working the day after Christmas, Christmas Eve. It don't matter.
You are working all those days.
Just forget
I don't know what you're doing.
Just to forget I exist.
The rest of us look bad.
Just forget I exist in February. Call me Blank Man. I got that invisible cloak on. I don't exist in February.
So you're not going to be locked in with me on the combine? Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York calls. Let's continue. Kevin Hotbog is up next on ESPN New York. Kevin, what's going on, brother? How are you?
Good, guys. How are you? I'm just calling about the Jets D. Wilkes. I don't know what I watched yesterday. It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. You talked about the linebackers. Like, they were small, and the depth was nowhere going into the season. I didn't understand why they let go of Jamin Davis. Marcino McCurry Ball is too small. Sherwood is okay. I never thought Mawiga would even see the field this year.
Yeah, Mount Noah is too small, man.
Yeah, Jamin Davis is
he's the biggest. Pick. He's the biggest of them all.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's good.
Oh, man. Listen, I watched him on the sink fronts go underneath the boot and let Tua slow ass circle the defense. Like, I was so disappointed. Listen, one thing as a linebacker that I hate when you take the easy way out. And when somebody has beaten you and cut you off, you have to fight your ass off at what we call the upfield shoulder. That means they're trying to turn you, so you have to attack the shoulder ahead, and you have to twist and pull. So you punch the high shoulder because that's what they're trying to use to wall you off. You have to push that one. You have to pull the back one, and you have to twist them, and then you have to rip underneath to get across. He went up behind. Like, bro, there's no way you're going to run behind the block and then catch people that's running in front of the block. It's the easy way out, and it's lazy linebacker work, and it's like giving up on the play. And he did that over and over again because he didn't want that smoke. You have to fight your ass off. Even if you have to give ground, you have to fight over the top because you're basically sealing the defense and blocking your backside linebacker when you're the front side linebacker. He's taking 2 steps inside, and the play is going the other way, falling for the counter steps. That's the nuance that I was talking about, how bad like Wilkes was. He should have bossed his guys over in the reduced front and made his linebackers widen out into 40s. I mean, when I say 40s, that means moving outside, like inside shade of the tackle, inside shade of the outside shade of the guard, sitting in the C gap. That way your ass can't get beat outside, and you pack all your big guys in inside and let your little linebackers run.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. Here's the only thing. Like, you're describing all of that, and I get it. But we're also talking about needing this at linebacker and needing that. You traded away Quinnen, you traded away Sauce, and we're all good with what they did.
Yes.
Is there still talent here? Is there still good talent? Because I can't tell. They paid Sherwood. That doesn't look good.
I'm trying to figure out who Jermaine Johnson is. I don't know who Jermaine Johnson is.
Cisco they brought in. He stinks.
No, he's bum. Yeah.
Yeah, like, they need a lot, man. They need a lot. And that, to me, also speaks to the fact that maybe it wasn't as good as we thought it was.
I think it was. And listen, I still think Sherwood can play, but he can't be your Mike linebacker. He needs to be your Will linebacker. So you got to make a decision. Is it Quincy, or is it Sherwood? You have to make that decision.
If you're giving me a chance to choose between the two of them, it's obviously Quincy.
Yeah, but Quincy is the guy that's the free agent. He's the older player. So they're going with Quinn. They're going with Sherwood. So, okay, we're going with Sherwood. You got to get a war daddy in there, man. And you need to get some young blood, but you need to get a big blood. I don't know how big the kid from Ohio State is. but I know he basically plays professional football right now because they've been that type of team. So the easiest people to get is rookie linebackers, right? If you're a good linebacker, rookie linebacker, your rookie year should be a good year. Like Jack Campbell, like everybody laughed and scoffed at the fact that that the Lions took Jack Campbell a couple years ago. Are they laughing now? Are they laughing now when he makes the big plays to knock the ball out against Dallas, when he makes the big plays, you know what I mean, to get the sack? You know what I mean?
They're still not a great defense, but
but what I'm saying is you have to.
They've drafted some players pretty well.
Yeah, if you don't have a linebacker in this league, and I know it's not a sexy pick anymore. It used to be the most sexy pick when Junior Seau and Derek Brooks and all these guys were coming out. That's what it used to be, right? But it's not that anymore. But if you ain't got one, do you miss them?
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page, 800-919-3776. Over on the YouTube page, I'll get some more of these comments in. I've done a bad job of that so far. That's on me. It's all changing, including Jersey Guano, which is, unfortunate that would be his name. And I should have just said Jersey G, but I looked down too quickly, and, guano is not exactly something you want to be thinking about. Anyway, point being, he thinks I shot him down and I'm mad at him about something. He needs to fire back, let me know what's going on. But people are talking about everything they need, linebacker, wide receiver, safety, and quarterback maybe next year. It's a damn good thing that they got these picks.
Yeah, I think at the top of the hour, we transition from the defense. We talk about what happened on the offensive side of the ball because I think it's layered stories there. And then we can maybe,
We got to get to this college football playoff thing, too.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Since Notre Dame. We don't have a college. Never mind.
Yes, we do have a college team. It's just not going to the playoff this year.
I mean, at what point can we get some Guido money? Can we get some? We don't care where it comes from. Like we taking all.
Tom, would you please hit the disclaimer? Thank you.
We're taking all illegal.
Bart has just said something that Chris can't comment on. While humorous, Chris values his career too much.
We will listen, Rutgers. We will take all illegal money. Why can't we make Rutgers like SMU?
They are
cocaine cowboys or whatever it was.
Think you got 30 for 30 about them?
Yeah, like why can't it's legal now? We can't find nobody with money around here that want to make Rutgers. If Indiana, a basketball team, can be like the number 2 team or the number 1 team in football, why in the hell, with all the money, we can't get no hedge fund dudes here? We'll give them all the access they want. Like, come on, man. Like, and don't tell me you want moral clauses in there. I don't care where your money come from.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets, from yards to touchdowns to who will win. With FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% PBT. That's right, you can get in on the action with a 30% PBT this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/K to bet on the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% PBT. That's right, you can get in on the action with a 30% PBT this Monday night. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with the gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Empower. Tim collects bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads. Baseball bobbleheads. Race car bobbleheads. Little chihuahua bobbleheads. He's got an entire room strictly for bobbleheads. Does he need them? No. Is his wife mad about it? A little. But Tim works with Empower, and he got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Ooh, horse bobblehead. Classy, Tim. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
The defense was atrocious. We've spent too much time on that already. I don't even know what to do with the quarterback thing. The offense is... Anybody who wanted to see Brady cook like Tom Bauer, you saw it. Tastes like prison food.
Let cook.
Ultra-processed, cancer-causing product.
What?
Ultra-processed, ultra-processed foods, cancer-causing, forever chemical. Never.
Yeah, you lost me there.
We are hurting ourselves stretching and reaching on that. I don't know what that was.
But here's the what. Well, Cook didn't cook. How about that? Is that simple for you? Yeah. And you want me to come down with my Barney Rubble type of metaphors and keep it real simple for everybody?
Let's jump it down for me because I'm not the brightest bulb in the tree, okay?
Captain Caveman!
I loved Captain Caveman.
And son! Yeah, okay, I'll come down to that. The reality is, and I never thought I'd say this, like, I don't know if Tyrod can be your number two. He's the most unreliable backup quarterback in the league. And I love Tyrod, right? But you can't be getting hurt so easy. He's easily broken, and it's evidence upon evidence. Now, if you want to have him as your third quarterback, and he's a guy that maybe helps you mentor, he helps you mentor the young quarterback, then I think that's perfect in that regard. But he can't be your number two because in this league now, your number two has to play. Most number twos are going to play 2 to 3 more years. I mean, 3 to 4 times a year minimum. Like I don't know outside of Josh Allen, maybe Matthew Stafford. Golf it hasn't been a lot of guys that have been healthy the entire time. And if you're one of them, then you can't have a backup like Tyrod because if you need him for extended periods of time, he can't stay healthy. So I think the Jets really have to look into a Mac Jones type of, especially if you want to bring in Dante Moore. If you want to move up and you think that hey the kid needs more time,
I don't think he's coming out, Bart.
But if he does come out, you would or Ty Simpson if you believe that guy's the guy, one of those are the guy. If they come out, you can't have it where the plan is to let them sit. and then they're forced to play because Tyrod or somebody gets hurt. Because you would hope if you have to sit a young guy that means your backup has to be your starter. And it used to be that you wanted your backup to be the starter, and eventually the backup comes and takes the starter's job, and it's kind of a natural transition.
Progression, yeah.
Yeah, but now with Tyrod, he's talented and he's professional when he plays, but he just can't stay healthy. A couple of times against Atlanta, I thought he wasn't going to get up.
There's no reason to think that he can stay healthy.
Yeah, then the knee flared up earlier when we said, hey, we're benching Justin Fields, and we had to go back and kiss his ass because Tyrod knee swole up.
So let's talk about that for a second, okay? There's a few things at work here. Number one, Fields not playing, really just practicing lightly, and then all of a sudden things aren't right. I get it. I'm not casting aspersions, okay? But let's just put it this way. It's conveniently timed. And if he doesn't want to dedicate a whole lot more energy to the Jets at this point, I understand that. They did pay you starters money.
You're still getting that check, and they still have to pay you next year.
Yeah, and even if they cut you, it's going to cost them. So there is a respect thing about, working that I don't think is out of bounds here. Now, again, I don't know. Maybe his knee's bad. Who knows?
If he don't start. So what you're telling me is the Jets have to sign a quarterback to be the backup, and Cook is our starter.
Cook's not the starter. I mean, for right now?
Yes, I'm saying right now.
Yeah, that might be the case.
Come on, man. So Fields hurt his knee. What?
Right, this is Tim Boyle. This is all that again.
Team? Right.
I'd pray to have Tommy DeVito right now. I mean, that's how bad it is. Like, how are you going to I talked about wanting to see them win games down the stretch of the season here so that you'd start to feel better about things. Well, you can't do that right now. You can't. There's no possibility of that. And that should not be the case when this is what the schedule is at this point. I mean, you should be able to get one or two before it's over if you were any good. But you're just not. And they
lost and lost. The Jets lost twice yesterday.
All right, so did they lose by?
If you're gonna lose, at least let your draft status move up. They dropped it from 6th to 7th.
Yeah. Well, they didn't get helped by the fact that the Giants now have the number 1 pick.
Because Tennessee, great.
Tennessee beating Cleveland. Like, Cleveland, what's going on?
Look at the 2-point play.
I mean, Shedeur goes out there and
Shedeur's being
played
sabotaged.
his ass off.
And meanwhile, Shedeur should be on this roster. Shedeur Sanders.
All right, so let's go.
We watched our guy. We should have had Shedeur.
Let's
threw
get
for 300. He threw for more yardage yesterday against Tennessee than any Jet quarterback has thrown for this year, and he's a rookie. 4 touchdown passes and 1 ran.
Wow.
And you could have got
for a 5th round with a 3rd or a 4th or whatever.
You had 2 4ths.
Yeah, not one of them. You're not going to take a chance with. And clearly,
and I'm not going to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Well, you did. But I'm not saying you did say it. I'm saying you absolutely said it at the time. You were angry the weekend after the draft that they didn't bother to do that.
Because that was your chance to find your Brock Purdy, even though Brock Purdy wasn't as high profile as Shedeur Sanders. But I think the reason that Shedeur Sanders isn't here is the same reason Aaron Rodgers isn't here. And I think it's because
distraction.
Because of his fame. And
well,
to me, that's a low bar.
Let's talk about that for a moment. Where is the line there? Now, for me, the Browns did this. They took a flyer, and they are seeing the benefits of doing that.
They didn't want to, and I think they're trying to sabotage it. The owner
wanted to, or somebody at the league said to the owner, hey, little help here. We need you to go do this because this can't continue to be a story the way it is. And he obliged at that point. However that went down, it was clearly not the way that the head coach wanted. But if I'm the head coach, like, how do I justify keeping the head coach right now? So if the owner loves the head coach so much, but the head coach hates the quarterback who the owner loves, and you're 3-10, please help me out here. Like, how does Kevin Stefanski stay there?
Because he's a 2-time coach of the year. I think Cleveland.
You want me to go down the list of coaches of the year? Because there's a long list of guys who are former head coaches,
but not 2-time. Here's the thing. I think that the head coach is trying to sabotage the young man. He had to play him because Dylan Gabriel was so bad and he got injured. So, and Shedeur is, I think he wants to pick his own quarterback. I think even if Shedeur, because I think Cleveland has 2 first-round draft picks next year too. So I think the Jets could offer something for Shedeur, and I would try and break. Shedeur's not going to want to be a backup. That's why he didn't go to Baltimore. And I think,
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but why would Cleveland trade him right now?
Because the head coach hates him. And he knows he's going to continue. Listen, the most popular person on any team.
Why does the head coach win that battle right now? The 2-time coach of the year thing, whatever. The results are the results, and the Browns are not lighting it up.
But I think what the coach is saying is he can't be your starter. He can't be your friend. He's not a franchise quarterback. And maybe he's not a franchise quarterback.
The coach took Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd round.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is.
And that guy's no good.
What I'm saying is he can't be your friend. He's tiny. They might say he can't be your franchise quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He's serviceable. But to me, out there with the number 1 pick overall, he outplayed him, and it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. He outplayed the number 1 draft pick last year, and they're on comparable teams with similar talent, and he got the job done, and he did it in a big way. So for me, if I can get Shedeur for a 4th-round draft pick, you could talk about all this extra draft capital we got from all these people, then that means that one of those 4th-round draft picks or 3rd-round draft picks, I would take the shot. I would take the shot because Shedeur plays more like golf than
let's not ignore a couple things, though, about what you're saying with outplaying the 1st overall pick. Cam Ward is going up against the Browns defense, which we collectively admit is excellent. Is a very, very good defense, while Shedeur is going up against the Titans. I'm not trying to downplay what Shedeur did. He played great yesterday. It's just, to me, like, why am I making him available when I have no answer? And this head coach has not distinguished himself to be this amazing coach, at least with me here in Cleveland.
I mean, we talked about him potentially for the Giants job. He is a good coach. We can't deny.
I'm not denying that he is. It's just like if I'm Jimmy Haslam, with what my resume with him says, why does he automatically win this? Well, you know what, dude? If I jam Shedeur down your throat, I'm kind of right.
Good coach usually wins out off of solid quarterback. If Shedeur was a franchise-defining, franchise-changing quarterback, I mean, look at what's happening here with Brock Purdy. Like Shedeur is good, and maybe he's good in that system, or he can be good in any system. But I don't think we're saying that, hey, man, they just found Russell Wilson. We're not. I don't think we're saying that, right?
No, but I just. I have to. If I'm Cleveland, I'm not definitively moving on from that yet.
But I'm making a call. I'm making a call because if Cleveland gets the higher pick, or they decide to move up for the quarterback, or they think that Ty Simpson is the guy, there's no way you're going to have 2 young quarterbacks, one in his 2nd year, one in his 1st year, and Shedeur is going to want to stay around for that. Right?
So realistically, this offseason, let's say Shedeur continues to play well the rest of this year, and let's even say the Browns win a game or 2. All right, they've got the Bears this week. I don't think they're winning in Chicago.
Right.
But let's say the Browns win a game or 2 and he plays well. So you're going to talk to the head coach and you're going to tell him, fix your relationship with him. Fix it, because he's the guy right now. Or if people are going to be allowed to call and inquire about him, what's the price tag? Because it's not going to be a 5th-round pick.
It's going to be at least, but maybe a 4th.
I think it's going to be more like a 3rd or a 2nd.
Nah, ain't nobody giving no. I'm not giving you a 2nd for something you spent the 5th on.
But if the guy shows himself to be like, there was a reason we were talking about him in the 1st round. It was about the talent, and the reason he slipped, we all know, is the headache.
But he's going to ask Well, has he seemed like a headache? Even when he could have, he has multiple times to put Stefanski underneath the bus. And
I agree. This is my point. The perceived headache at the time. And it wasn't fair. Now, I told you that I do know of one instance where he went into a pre-draft meeting and on a visit, and he's sitting down with an offensive coordinator, and his phone rings, and it's Dion. And Dion wants to be in on the meeting, and the coach is like, nah, we're good. So, that's where the perception came from.
Yeah, I got it.
Now, but my point is, right now, that perception doesn't matter. He's not being a problem in any way, and he's playing well. So, if I'm the one that lucked into taking him with the 5th-round pick, I'm sorry. I hit the lottery a little bit, and I'm either keeping him, or if you want him from me, you're going to have to pay a little bit more for him. That's all. I'm making the case that if you're going to do that, the price tag is more now than it would have been, let's just say, earlier this season.
But you got to talk about the internal pressure from Shedeur as well. I know, ultimately they own his rights. There's nothing he can do about it. But he can make himself an issue if he wants to. Because if you want to build around another young quarterback, and then the fact that Shedeur's right there, if that young quarterback struggles, they're going to scream for Shedeur. And that's going to be a distraction. That's going to be a problem. That's why I believe they didn't sign Shedeur to begin with. I believe that the Jets didn't sign Shedeur because they was hoping that Justin Fields was the guy, and they didn't want the distraction that if Fields struggled, people will want to see what Shedeur looks like. Just the same way we wanted to see what Jackson Dart looked like. The same way we want to see, we want to see what everybody loves the backup quarterback.
Well, the evaluation on Justin
Tom
Fields,
wanted to see Cook. He wanted to see Cook.
The evaluation on Fields has been way off. Way, way, way off. And if you want to look at what happened in Pittsburgh last year, I think we can all agree that Arthur Smith probably put him in a lot of situations to succeed, and they were smart enough that when the time came that Russ was healthy, that they were not going back to him. So all of this leads back to the Jets and the fact that Bart, they need 3 quarterbacks right now. They don't need 2, they need 3.
I'm saying Tyrod can be your third, give you one game. Your third should only have to give you one. You want him for the mentorship. You want him for the professionalism. You want him to be a coach in the film room so that he can help guys in the back when they got questions that they don't want to mess up the meeting by asking the coach. He can whisper to them and give them the answers to certain questions that they have in the back of the room. So I say make him the third quarterback, much like Josh McCown was. Josh McCown never was a threat to ever play, right? He was just here to make sure that Sam Darnold was developing. But when Sam Darnold got hurt, somebody else is going to go in, not him. Like Brunell as well. Mark Brunell he was never going to play in front of Mark Sanchez. It was somebody
he's there
else
to tutor and show him the ropes. Scott Roth over on the chat. I miss Blake Martinez. That's how bad it's gotten.
Yeah.
This is where we are right now. 800-919-3776.
Where is he?
I'm sure David and Elizabeth is feeling good about all this. David, what's up, brother?
Oh, I'm feeling great. Let me tell you, I'm feeling Billy Ray. Let me tell you.
Looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis.
Yeah, well, we're not feeling good, obviously. But, Chef, please forgive me. This is the first time I'm going to just, I'm not going to agree with you. I apologize. Please
That's okay. Don't apologize. Bring it.
Yeah. All right. For starters, right? What do you want me to look forward to? We keep taking L's, and Wilkes stinks. Wilkes is so bad, I got an analogy for you. You guys seen Friday After Next, right? The NFL is day-day. The NFL is day-day, and Wilkes is baby D. Got a new snack for you, and he can't catch it. Bro, you're terrible. Aaron Glenn, if you don't let Wilkes off this staff, I'm sorry. We all need to line up on one Jets drive and ask for your job next. Because, bro, I don't know what you're seeing. We got outclassed. In the first quarter, it was already Madden rule. It was 21-0. If special team that's been doing a good job all season didn't step up, it would have been a shutout. We've been asking for Brady Cook. You saw what he did. The cooking, I say it's mediocre. And it's not his fault because, it's real deal Holyfield. This ain't practice squad. This ain't a training camp game, brother. It's the real deal. He threw that pass. Yeah, it looked like a touchdown. Well, guess what? It's the real deal. Snag bro. Like, at the end of the day, man, it was hurtful to watch that performance. And I'm sorry. I'm just leaning on the draft now. And like what Bart said, if we could just lose the right way and not use all our compensation to get up to get a quarterback, let's do that. Or whatever they want to do, as long as they do it the right way. I believe in everybody in this regime but Wilkes. Wilkes is the weakest link. He got to go. Thank you, gentlemen.
Now, listen.
I haven't heard the word snatchies in a long time. Oh, it hurts your feelings when you say snatchies. Somebody snatch it and you said no snatchies and they weren't around when you said no snatchies. Then somebody comes snatch it from you right when you're about to eat it. Oh, fighting.
Yeah, that sucks. I have to ask you this question. Right now they have the 7th pick.
Yeah.
Okay. They're tied at 3-10 with 4 other teams. Cleveland, New Orleans, Washington, and Arizona.
The Jets.
If you're going to end the year with 3 or 4 wins, you have to end up with better than the 7th pick, don't you?
That just lets you know how bad everybody else thinks. I mean,
the difference between the haves and have-nots, there is not nearly the middle class that there used to be.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was looking when I was trying to make the analogy. I'm like, who's the
because even some of the teams in the middle class we know are not good.
I was like, who's the middle teams? I mean, I guess the middle teams you would say is the Bengals.
Yeah, the Bengals are 4-9.
The Bengals and the Dolphins.
Dolphins are 6-7, and nobody thinks the Dolphins are any good. Nobody thinks the Dolphins are any good. They're just playing better. Like I
mean, the Panthers.
Panthers are 7-6, and people feel like Carolina is on the way up.
Yeah,
they're on the come, so to speak.
But outside of that, I mean, we're talking about the Ravens is the middle class.
Tampa Bay goes out and loses to New Orleans yesterday.
That is
come on
special.
Yeah, like.
I know what you do.
Houston, at least I know they have a dominant unit.
Yeah. We could call Cal Trad. They're going to win that division.
They might. They might. I mean, listen, Jacksonville is still in pretty good shape.
Don't they play each other? They play each other
think
twice.
Think about this. Jacksonville is 9-4. Jacksonville is 9-4. And they don't even have Travis Hunter right now.
Yeah. I think that's a plus. I mean, to me, the 2 biggest surprises is Jacksonville and the Bears. Nobody.
I will say this, and we'll talk more about it shortly. Even in the loss yesterday with the Bears, I kind of have to start taking them more seriously.
Oh yeah, I don't have the Bears making the playoffs though. That's the crazy part.
Well, it's not so crazy. You know why? Because Bart, prior to yesterday, the Bears were the number 1 seed. Okay, yep. Because Seattle won and the Bears lost, the Bears are now the number 7 seed.
Yeah.
Because of what's going on in the NFC.
I mean,
that's ridiculous. The Bears are 9-4 in the 7th seed.
Cleveland can beat them because they can nullify and shut down maybe that run game. And, Caleb Williams played well in spots.
Yeah, but they didn't have a Dunze yesterday either.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you talk about maybe Myles Garrett going off. This is a great offensive line. But, I mean, okay, let's just say they beat Cleveland. Green Bay, San Fran, Detroit. That could be 7 losses. And if you mess around and lose to Cleveland, so it's interesting what's going on, man. It's interesting what's going on. And
I forgot that Adrian Martinez was the quarterback, not Blake. Blake was the linebacker.
Who's the guy? Yeah, who's the guy that we want that want Kyle Trask so bad? Maybe we should sign him. Where's Kyle Trask?
He ain't even in the UFL, bro. I don't think he is, at least.
I think I'd rather see Kyle Trask than Cook.
Is he in Winnipeg?
The Alouettes.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. More of your comments coming from there. More of your calls coming as well. Some of these comments coming in. Let me see if I could just pick up 1 or 2 of them here real quick. Stefanski is safe. This is from Not Your Average Joe. Stefanski is safe because nobody wants that job. The thing that you just need to continue to remind yourself when you say nobody wants that job.
Yeah.
There are 32 jobs available.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to want it. So don't worry. Somebody will want the job. It may not be the very best candidate that's out there. Like, I don't think Mike Tomlin is going from Pittsburgh to Cleveland.
So we agree that Cleveland is the worst job in football.
Can we agree on that?
I mean, you still got the Deshaun Watson under contract for one more year.
Which, by the way, they say we're keeping him next year. I don't know if they're trying to create a trade market or something because there ain't one.
Ain't nobody going to pay $30 million to do come off Achilles.
No, man. The Browns might pay $60 million to get him to leave.
So we agree.
We'll give you an additional 30. We don't even need you.
So we agree that that's the worst job in football.
I'm thinking here real quick.
Because I want to make the argument that it's one of the worst. Okay, maybe like Arizona.
Is Tennessee a worse job? Is the Raiders a worse job?
No,
the Raiders pretty bad job.
No, but you're not stuck. You're not stuck underneath the salary cap with Deshaun Watson with the only guaranteed contract in the history of football.
New Orleans, the salary cap's a disaster, but that's only for this year.
Yeah, and that kid actually looked okay. He beat Baker Mayfield. So what I'm saying is
Tennessee,
Cleveland, maybe the Raiders. What I want to argue,
Arizona, should we throw Arizona in there?
Nah, they got enough talent.
No, but I'm just talking about the organization as a whole.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, you can throw that up there. So I want to make the argument yesterday solidified
Cincinnati.
The Jets, the Giants.
They have Burrow, but
I think yesterday solidified the Giants as the number one destination in all the land. And can they mess it up? Back after this. I'm just playing.
Listen, what we're doing is, and Johnny Pickens brings this up, I mean, it's the Jets' job, the worst job.
Nah, I don't think so.
I mean, it ain't looking good now, Cowboy.
Yeah, I don't think so. But this team, even under Salah, was really just winning 7 games a year, 5 games a year. It's not. I don't think it's that. I think it's probably the 5th or 6th worst job right now in sports.
No, we're talking about we're not talking about what's going to be open. It's what genuinely is the worst job right now.
I'm talking about looking forward towards the future.
Yeah. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. It is our first trip around the league with a little sideline to sideline in moments. Tom Bauer has cobbled together what I anticipate to be the greatest sideline to sideline we have ever done. I sound like Rothenberg now, like with that kind of hyperbole. Like, come on. Get it together, Chunky. I'll do it here during the break. It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance! Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
All the way over Barzell, score! New York Islanders hockey is back at UBS Arena, and it's time to bring the family and make some noise. With more afternoon games this season, the Islanders have special kids-themed games and activities for young fans. Play games pregame at the park and head inside for fun on the concourse and on the ice. Tickets for the 2025-26 season are on sale now. Get your tickets at NewYorkIslanders.com.
There are small risks in life, like giving a kid a football to play with in the house.
Whoa, watch out for the... Okay.
And then there are big gambles, like giving a kid a lottery ticket. Never gift a lottery ticket to a person under 18. Learn more about how to gift responsibly during the holidays at playresponsiblyny.com. Please gift responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hey, New York and New Jersey. Commitment issues? No problem. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever, as in for life. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. Pay $25 a month as long as you stay on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back.
I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino & Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE-BACK.
They call me the closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
The Hess stock car racers are loaded with lights, sounds, and a powerful racing motor. Only at HessToyTruck.com. Free shipping and batteries included.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Oh, my friends. Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, Bart, it's Tully time. 8:15 tonight, Monday Night Football, Chargers, Eagles. Coverage begins on ABC 7 and on ESPN TV. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. All right, Bartholomew, let's do it. A little sideline to sideline.
It's gonna happen. This is Sideline to Sideline. Go, go, go. With Bart and Carlin. Bills 39, Bengals 34.
I mean, seriously, we have to come back on the Cincinnati Bengals at home. This is why you can have the Bills to me, all right? The Bengals, I know, can score, but Bart, what reason would I have to trust the Buffalo defense at all right now?
You're not trusting their defense. You're trusting Josh Allen to figure out a way to be Superman like he did on the 40-yard run in the snow, coming back. And when it came down to the pivotal mistakes, Josh Allen, who early in his career would make those mistakes, didn't make them. Joe Burrow, Macaulay Culkin on the other side is the one who made it.
Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah, he looks just like Macaulay Culkin. Home Alone. He threw the little hook shot.
See, I was seeing the meme last week, the whole week, that after last week's game, Aaron Rodgers looked like Joe Pesci in Home Alone. Let's listen.
He threw the two picks back to back. He threw a pick six and a pick, and that was two possessions.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you know that Josh Allen had never beat Joe Burrow before.
Mm-hmm.
So, he was kind of his daddy right there. And, yeah, I think he exercised some demons. That defense is still horrible. But not a lot of people have the ability to put Jamar Chase and T. Higgins on the field at the same time.
No, they don't. I don't doubt their abilities to score. That's fine. It's everything else.
Yeah, they're going to have to beat the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm talking about the Bills' chances. My camera just fell over. And by camera, I mean my phone.
But it's all good. I mean, this thing is wide open, and why not the Bills? The Bills look like an unbeatable team early in the season.
They did. I just don't. I don't trust the Bills at all right now. I don't know why I'm supposed to.
Do you trust Josh Allen more than you trust Bo Nix?
Yes.
Do you trust him more than you trust Drake May?
Josh Allen isn't the problem. It's everything else.
Right, but when you have him, he's the ultimate eraser. Those Patriot teams with Tom Brady was not great. They weren't super talented, but they had number 12.
By the way, how about your guy who played in New England his entire career yesterday? Pregame wouldn't go on the field. Too cold in Green Bay.
Yo, this dude had on a triple fat goose and a leather.
Did you see that thing?
He had 2 coats on.
How many animals died for that thing?
Bro, he had 2 coats on.
That's funny. That is funny. All right, next.
Seahawks 37, Falcons 9.
All right, so I'm going to ask you this question. Are the Seahawks good?
Yes, they're dangerous. They're
dangerous from what standpoint? They're dangerous because Smith and Jigba is so good?
They're dangerous.
I mean, the guy's doing everything for them right now. I believe, I might have this stat wrong, he is responsible for almost 50% of their receiving yards this year.
But did you see Rashid Shaheed? He took one to the house call yesterday.
Yep.
So, like, I'm talking about kick return.
Yeah, no, I know.
So what I'm saying is, like, the reason why he has 95% is because Shaheed just got there. So now you got that aspect. They can run the ball. I would probably say Seattle is one of the most complete teams in football.
I was asked this question this morning about Sam Darnold. Is it okay to not trust Sam Darnold until we see him winning playoff games? 249 yards, 3 touchdowns yesterday. Did throw a pick.
It's fair. It's only because he looked so bad against the Rams. Is why we're saying that. When we see him against a real team, which Arizona – did they play Arizona yesterday?
The Rams?
No, who's Seattle?
Seattle played the Falcons.
Right. I mean, when they play a real team and a real defense.
That tells you something when we haven't even talked about the team they played.
I mean, Kirk Cousins is barbecue chicken. So it's like, we expect them to struggle against it. That defense is legit. We talk a lot about Houston's defense. We talk a lot about Denver's defense. I don't think enough is not being said about the Seattle Seahawks defense.
Next.
Titans 31, Browns 29.
I couldn't even bring myself to talk about the Falcons beyond what you said already because I don't know how Raheem Morris still has a job at this point. So it's...
to be continued.
Anyway, you know what? The Titans win this game yesterday, and Shedeur plays as well as he does. I don't really know what to do with this from a Browns standpoint. I've got Browns-Bears in Chicago this coming week. And this is we've spent time talking about Shedeur and all that, whether or not the Browns is the worst job in the league. I don't know how to treat this relationship with the head coach and the owner. It's like a bad love triangle.
Yeah, so tell me this. If the Browns probably or might draft a quarterback, they're going to hold on to Deshaun Watson. You don't think Shedeur will be made available?
I don't. I mean, if Shedeur plays well the rest of the year, there's going to be a lot of people there saying, why are we trading away somebody who's playing this well?
But if you draft somebody, that draft pick is the future. You got Deshaun Watson, so you're going to hold on to Shedeur for 3 years. He'll be a free agent after his fourth year, right?
Yeah.
So if you're going to draft, so if we know that Deshaun Watson's on the roster next year, and potentially they're going to draft a quarterback, then Shedeur's not going to play next year. So then he's going to go into his 3rd year. Deshaun's going to leave, and he's going to be your backup, and then he's going to be leaving you the next year for no reason.
To me, it takes awfully big guts to say to an owner, if Shedeur plays well the rest of the year, listen, he's not the guy. And this guy that we're going to draft, he's the guy. And it's a weak quarterback draft. Like, all of that.
He's never picked one. He's never picked a quarterback.
So what? Why is it a God-given right that somebody has to be able to pick their own guy at quarterback?
You would think a two-time coach of the year, somebody who's gotten that organization, those players to the playoffs, I believe twice, you would think that he would be afforded the opportunity to say, I want to draft my quarterback.
And I'm going to, listen, Tennessee won the game, okay? I'm going to
Shedeur won the hearts.
Yeah, I'm going to once again pat you on the back. So turn around. Harold Fannin.
I've been damn Jets. I told y'all, dumbass.
114, a touchdown.
114. This is your tight end.
Touchdown.
I said.
Did he go fourth round?
Yes.
Was he fourth or
yes.
second?
He was like fourth round. He was fourth round, man. I said, hey, this dude had over 1,000 yards receiving at Bowling Green.
At Bowling Green, I think it was, wasn't it?
I screamed and I stood on the
Third
table.
round pick.
I said, please draft this man.
Well, when I look up and see Mason Taylor dropping passes yesterday, I'm kind of thinking the same thing.
This dude mossed the dude. Before they went for the 2-point conversion, he went up and got that. This dude's like Delaney Walker. You know what I mean? He's only like 6'2". He's like Delaney Walker. He reminds me, he got a little bit of Dustin Keller in him. And I told y'all.
Once again, this is a little bit more about the Cleveland Browns when the Titans are the team that actually won the game. But everybody knows the Titans stink. That right now, their chances at the number one pick dropping to 28%.
Yeah. But the crazy part, the best draft class this year is Cleveland. That's funny. That's not even including Shedeur.
Next.
Vikings 31, Commanders 0.
Oh, my God.
It just gets worse and worse for the Commanders.
Oh,
man.
Woof. What do you do with this game? I mean, Jaden Daniels is hurt again. It's the same elbow.
And Zach Ertz is feared to have an ACL tear, baby.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the end of his career, you would think, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if Zach Ertz is going to be able to come back from that. And the Vikings win 31-0, and yet again, 2 catches, 11 yards for Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, like, man, I am being wasted away.
There is no doubt. That is only the third 30-point shutout loss in the last 50 years for the Commanders. Last time it happened was 20 years ago in 2005 against the Giants. 8th straight loss. They really came back to earth. And listen, a lot of it had to do with Daniels, but still. Next.
Saints 24, Buccaneers 20.
Let's go, Panthers. Can the Panthers win this division?
Honestly, I bet the Saints under 3.5 for the year. What are the Buccaneers doing? And I bet the Buccaneers over 9.5. What are you doing to me?
So they got a half.
That's a double screw job yesterday.
So they got halves.
They screwed me. They screwed me twice, the Bucs did. By losing, they screwed me twice. And I don't care if you don't think it's about me. It is about me. Saints were 2-10. Saints are in their worst start in 25 years. And now they only have a 5% chance at the number one pick. They have a 7-game streak that was snapped yesterday by the Bucs where the Saints scored 20 points or less, or fewer than 20 points. Snapped. Wow. I mean, the Saints are as bad of a football team as I've seen in a long time, and the Bucs just let them go in and beat them.
I'm telling you, Shuck is playing well. And listen, they traded Shaheed. And so you would think they were giving up on the season. Nah. They still got a lot of pride over there. I mean, I want them to keep winning because I want them to be able to pass the Jets. And they're going to pay each other, not next week, but the week after. Or is it this week?
I
think it's this week. Yeah.
Yeah. Next one.
Oh, man, we got Jacksonville, so we'll take that L. And then the week after that, they got
No, I meant
the
let's
showdown.
go to the next game.
Oh. Jaguars 36, Colts 19.
Danny Dimes down. That's just sad. I feel bad for him.
And they won't make the playoffs, which is crazy. So It's great for us, though. Good news is that pick just got a hell of a lot better.
Yep. And it makes it a lot easier. Listen, if you think that Mendoza's the guy and you're going to go and try to trade up to get him, and this now became easier to do, okay. You better be right. But secondly, the Colts were a paper tiger all along. You know, they had a great start, a good offense. They were, Bart. Their defense is not that good. Their defense is not that good.
That's why they went and got to
Taylor's had an amazing season, but other than that, there's not much there. I honestly, I was shocked at how good they started the year. Shocked. I thought they were going to be a bad team. I thought they were going to win less than 7 games.
Well,
but now you got them out of the playoffs.
Well, they're only going to win 8 because they have Seattle, San Francisco, Jacksonville, and the Texans.
All right, we've got the rest of Sideline to Sideline later on. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Let us continue with you on the phones at 800-919-3776 and on the YouTube chat as well. In moments, we will be welcoming in at the top of the hour one Damien Woody. But, Bart, we do have to talk about the debacle of a college football playoff situation. We'll discuss next on ESPN New York.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same-day or next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds, resilience matters, and history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness, experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this holiday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get Netflix, a 5-year price lock, and $100 back, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at EnduranceWarranty.com.
If your car is out of warranty, one major repair bill could wipe you out. Just ask Ludacris.
Car breakdowns can wreck your wallet. Without Endurance, a worn-out timing belt could cost you $1,700. A busted transmission, that's 4,000 easy. An engine meltdown, 7,000. But if you've got Endurance, you could never pay out of pocket for a car repair again. With Endurance, your car's most expensive parts are covered. Plus, you pick the mechanic you trust to do the work. With Endurance, your rate stays the same no matter how many claims you file.
If your car is under 20 years old, Endurance has you covered with unlimited miles. Plus, your plan includes 24/7 roadside assistance anywhere in the country. Choose the name Ludacris trusts, Endurance. Right now, get $300 off any plan, plus a year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value, free. All backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. For your free quote, call 800-431-8958. 800-431-8958. 800-431-8958.
Everyone wants the Emirates NBA Cup.
The temperature is rising.
30 teams started. But only 8 have advanced to the single elimination knockout rounds. To survive, they'll have to be hungry, relentless, ruthless.
Are you kidding me?
They all want the cup, but only one team can claim it. Who will capture the cup? Emirates NBA Cup knockout rounds begin Tuesday on Prime.
Bart, there's a lot of complaining out there right now. A lot of complaining about the fact that Alabama makes the conference or makes the CFP and Notre Dame doesn't. People are complaining about Miami too. Listen,
can't complain about
all
Miami.
You want about Notre Dame, okay? Go win the games. Go win the games. I'm not interested in hearing about it because I've got an Alabama team. As much as people want to complain that the SEC is not as good as they're making out to be, they had the bad loss to Florida State at the beginning of the year, but then they came back and they beat Georgia, they beat Vanderbilt, they beat Missouri, they beat Tennessee, at the time all top 15 teams, and then they went and beat Oklahoma, and then lost a second matchup to Georgia. Like, the amount of good wins that they had does enough for me here to give them into the playoff.
And I think Notre Dame either has to join a conference or they have to, because they need to join a conference so they can get in the conference championship.
Well, either that. If you want to complain if you're Notre Dame, how can we be in front of Miami all season long or for the last 4 weeks, and then now we're not? That's a fair complaint. What I think truly happened here is the committee understood that was wrong to begin with, and they kind of gradually tried to fix it to make it look a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like, when Miami beat Notre Dame head-to-head, and they're at the same spot, like, there's nothing left to talk about. They won that game. Their resumes outside of that were basically identical. Where Notre Dame's complaint would have been against a 3-loss team in the SEC, but the strength of schedule for that 3-loss team compared to Notre Dame's was somewhere in the 40s, and the strength of schedule for Alabama was 6th in the country. 6th.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to make sure you schedule your – and then, listen, all this is null and void next year when they open it up to 16 teams. But, usually Notre Dame is on the right side of that history. And, they should go to the ACC so we can get this convict versus Catholics every year.
They won't do it. There's too much money in the Notre Dame television product that will not let their egos get in the way. And what they want is to have their cake and they can eat it too. In other words, you give us a certain amount of opponents for the year, as the ACC does, and then we will work it from there. But we've got our own television deal, and we will have that.
How do we feel? How do we feel about them complaining and whining like little babies?
I think the fact that they went home, they took their ball and went home, that's a loser move.
Yeah.
That's a loser move.
That's unfair.
I'm Irish Catholic, and I'm saying this about my people. That is a loser move on their part because we just don't feel motivated to go play in a bowl game. Stop it.
Yeah,
Stop it.
And it's unfair to those kids that deserve their, this is my last game. My parents are going to come. Or maybe someone wouldn't play because they're saying if we're not playing, we're going to the NFL.
Yeah, maybe not. But Bart, you know what the biggest problem here is for Marcus Freeman? Like, you can stand up and try to make that statement, right? You also have younger players in that program that need to be developed.
Yeah.
And you have 15 extra practices to go to a bowl game with. Do you know how important those 15 practices are for those players who are younger and need to develop? Incredibly important. You get a chance to play some younger players in a bowl game. Incredibly important. Listen, it doesn't. I get that people will scream and yell about Florida State a couple of years ago, and nobody showed up once Jordan Travis got hurt, and they went to play in the game and they got destroyed because nobody on that team showed up and went to play. They all went and got ready for the NFL. I get that. Yeah. That's fine.
But also,
but don't take your ball and go home.
But also for me, like, what if we get the you just opening up the time where your kids are away from you for these vultures to come get you. Lane Kiffin, like, I'll take him. I'll take him. I'll take him.
They're all going to find him. Listen, doesn't matter where they are and when it is. They're going to find him, and they're going to have the money in front of them, and some of them are going to be out of there. And that's an even bigger reason why those younger guys who are going to be a bigger part of your team next year need to play now.
Yep.
Need to be practicing now. People don't understand this. They consider, well, why go play in a useless bowl game? It's not useless. It's building your program even more.
Especially because they're
maybe
like
Marcus
the number
Freeman
11.
knows he's going to the NFL, and that's why they can stand out and screw it. We won't go to the game.
Well, maybe because they're 11th, maybe they get the best bowl game out of all of them that you can get. That's not.
They would have, and they turned it down. Any bowl game that's not involved in the college football playoff that sees Notre Dame is just licking their chops, so happy that they were going to get them, and then they pull out and we're not going to play.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're saying we go make sure that you can't take advantage. All the things that reason why they benefit is because of the audience that they bring.
I got to tell you, to me, for Notre Dame to do that, to just say, I'm going home, bag it, losers. We won't miss you, honestly. I think that's such a wuss move on that program's part.
Yeah,
it's just
then they're gonna try and talk about valor and honor and righteousness, and they suckers.
Listen, if they want to scream and yell about it, number one, you lost to Miami.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
This one I don't understand.
Head-to-head, you don't have an argument with Miami. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. So
you lost them. I don't care that it was a close game. All that. That's fine. You lost. Number two, your arguments with Alabama. Alabama played Georgia twice and split with them,
right?
And that was why they had a third loss.
Now,
and your strength of schedule compared to theirs, not even close.
Tell me this: who becomes one? I guess it don't matter. Now.
Indiana.
Indiana becomes number one.
Indiana's number one right now.
So does Georgia's
Ohio
lost
State
one
dropped
too.
to 2
in
the
Georgia State 3.
Georgia is the third team. Yes.
Okay. Because I was wondering. Yeah, I guess. I was trying to see, like, that maybe Georgia only fall one, but one lost to 2. It's amazing that the Big
Georgia
Ten had
won
one
the other night too.
I mean, a little grace for Rutgers, man. The fact that the two best teams in the country are in their conferences.
Yeah, we didn't play Indiana this year though, so.
I mean,
that's a shame.
I think we're headed to basically like 2-3 conferences, man. Everybody else is not even going to get a chance to get in the tournament. Because JMU getting in, and they're going to change that.
If you want to argue about that, too, listen, it is, again, ACC, don't stink as bad as you did this year. If anybody wants to complain about anything, Miami should have been complaining about what the tiebreaker system was in the ACC that gets Duke in the championship game. And then Duke goes and beats Virginia.
That's crazy.
Oh, my God.
Way to go, Chris Canty.
Yeah. Boy, his team, they dropped. God. An ACC team gets in at large, but not a conference champion. It has to get it. So James Madison gets in. Boy. I'll tell you, there was a lot of talk the other night, but those teams in the American, I did the game Friday night, Tulane and North Texas.
Yeah.
By the way, North Texas snaps the ball every 15 seconds. Good luck with that. I don't think my analyst spoke for 5 straight minutes.
We already saw that, Chip Kelly.
It's even worse. It's even worse. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets. From yards to touchdowns to who will win, with FanDuel, any play can be play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel's giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right. You can get it on the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/Peter to bet on the game. The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets. From yards to touchdowns to who will win, with FanDuel, any play can be play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel's giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right, you can get it on the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. 21 and over and physically present in New York, option required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable profit boost token. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com for help with a gambling problem. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance! Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
Brees Hall, the I-back, at the 5-yard line. Handoff, Brees Hall finds a crease, runs left. He's into the end zone for a Jet touchdown. Jets fans, come out to MetLife Stadium for a Week 17 divisional matchup. See the New York Jets host the New England Patriots Sunday, December 28th at 1 p.m. Presented by Ticketmaster. Lock in your seats now at nyjets.com/tickets. Once again, that's nyjets.com/tickets.
Out here, it's football season, where nothing beats backyard grilling, gathering around the fire pit, and cheering on your favorite team with friends. The yard is mowed, the lights are strung, and the grill is warming up. Whether you need to fill up your propane, get a new grill, or even a generator, out here, it's game day. And we're ready for it. Tractor Supply, for life out here.
Clinton Yates here, and the holidays are upon us, full of gatherings, toasts, and plenty of cheer. And if you're like me, you want every moment to shine. That's why I head to Total Wine & More, where you'll find it all at the lowest prices, from rich whiskeys and smooth tequilas to festive liqueurs and elegant champagnes. And if you're not sure what to grab, their guides will help you find bottles that impress. You'll always find what you love and love what you find, only at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. Be 21.
Monday, Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube page, where Junior Adrian's ripping me up on the Notre Dame stuff. Loser move to go home. And he's complaining, oh, well, ESPN doesn't get the bowl game now. They don't get to make money off Notre Dame. Trust me. If the CFP could find any way to put Notre Dame in, they would have. But we'll get more on that in just a bit. First of all, it's noon. So what does that mean?
It's the power hour. Sour hour.
Wow.
It's a sour hour.
You brought it, though, on a Monday. I'll give you that.
Yeah, my heart wasn't in it. Jets suck.
Why not?
Jets suck, man.
I know that.
I mean, if we're going to lose at least, if we're going to lose, at least move up in the draft.
So is D. Wood. He, of course, joins us each and every Monday at this time. Damien Woody Report brought to you by Bet365. I found the results yesterday. The fact that we're starting to talk about a 3-10 team, alarming, D. Wood, from what I saw from the Jet defense. What adjective would you use to describe what you saw from the Jets yesterday?
Horrific from the Jets defense. I mean,
they Miami ran for how much?
236.
And how many yards?
236, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Now I've got it right
I
here.
mean-
They actually ran for 710 yards. Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was. It was atrocious to let a team come into your stadium and just run up and down the field, all through your face, everything. So, like Aaron Glenn said in the post game, like he didn't have those guys prepared. But listen, at the end of the day, as a player, why does the coach got to get you prepared? Like you should come in that game ready to go. You had good energy coming to the game. You guys been fighting tooth and nail, and Miami comes in and Miami's been on a heat of themselves, but Miami came in and just dominated that game right from the start. It was a very disappointing game for Aaron Glenn and that Jets team.
When you talk about like the defensive performance, it's one thing that the fact and what I was been talking about is the fact that this is the second time that they saw Miami, and Miami embarrassed them the first time in Miami, and the fact that Steve Wilks didn't seem to make the adjustments because of the motions and the shifts and the angles and the whams and the blocks and the pin downs and pin down and pulls. Didn't seem to make the adjustments. And at this point, being such a veteran play caller, it made me feel like it was some about the personnel, but a lot to do with the scheme and not really having a grasp of how you were being attacked. So should Wilks be held accountable, and what do you think of his performance so far this year as a defensive coordinator?
Absolutely, he should be held accountable. And not only that, but I think if you're Aaron Glenn, I think once the season is over and you start looking at this thing from a 30,000-foot view, I think you got to seriously consider making a change at defensive coordinator, because I'm looking at one of the things about it, as a coach is you want to see how your players are getting better from start to finish. I mean, how many players on this Jets defense that you can say is like, oh, that guy's getting better. Oh, yeah. That guy's getting better. That guy's getting better. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that out of this Jets team. I'm seeing guys that are getting worse.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing guys that are getting better. And so, that to me goes straight to coaching. And so, again, like I said, there's going to have to be a serious discussion that's going to have to be made after the season over with, whether Steve Wilks should be the defensive coordinator moving into 2026.
Damien Woody with us, ESPN NFL analyst. Now, having said that, at what you're saying about the players, have we overestimated what the talent level is here, aside from the fact that they traded away Sauce and Quinnen?
Oh, absolutely. They're deficient as far as the talent is concerned. There's no question about it. All three levels on the defensive side, they need a big infusion of talent. And fortunately for the Jets, they got a lot of draft picks to remedy that situation. But I'm just speaking on what I see just schematically, putting your players in position to be successful. And if the players don't go out there and execute, whether it's, tackling, shedding blocks, and stuff like that, then you need an upgrade in talent. But a lot of times it just looks like these guys aren't prepared or aren't in the position to go out there and make plays, and that, again, goes to coaching.
So when you look at it's tough, right? Because we also had a discussion about how difficult it is to rely on maybe Tyrod Taylor as your backup. As good as he is, good as he is for the quarterback room, if they decide to go with a young quarterback or a veteran, Tyrod can't be your two because he just can't stay healthy. And I just don't know how you go with Tyrod Taylor as your number two, knowing that in this league, your number two is going to have to give you maybe 3, 4, 5 games, and he hasn't shown that he can stay healthy. Twice this year we've called on him. He's not been able to answer the bell.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's a legitimate concern. That's something that's been the case with Tyrod throughout his career. We see him in brief spurts where he's actually does a pretty good job of holding down the fort. But, unfortunately for him, it just seems like for some odd reason he just gets hurt. And for a backup quarterback, that's never a good thing. Now, I would say in the Jets situation, first and foremost, I think Justin Fields, I think that might be the last that we see of Justin Fields this year. I don't think we're going to see him unless something drastically happens where it draws him back on the field. But I don't foresee him being back on the field this year. I would just stick with the what is it, Brady Cook kid that came, the undrafted kid from Missouri. I would just play it out. Just play it out. Like throw him out there. He's got a taste, and he was put in a like untenable situation on Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, Bart, you know this. Backups don't get any reps during the week, and you're talking, and to compound that, he's an undrafted, rookie. So it was that much worse. But I thought actually he acquitted himself pretty well, with especially the fact that how many drops did the Jets receivers have yesterday? Yeah. I think it had like 6 or 7 drops yesterday. One that would have been a surefire touchdown with John Mechie dropping the ball. But listen, give him the reps and just let it play out for the last month of the season.
But with that being said, Justin Fields has to be your backup, but he has a knee issue. I mean, he didn't play any games, but now he hurt his knee, and he hadn't played in 2 weeks. So how he hurt his knee, but he has to be your backup. So how do you navigate that aspect? Because if he's going to be healthy enough to be a backup, then he probably should be your starter, right? Being it that he's your $30 million quarterback. So it's a lot of nuance right there with Tyrod not being healthy, that it should go to Justin Fields, but Justin Fields knows he's not playing. But if he's a backup, then he should be able to be the starter. So now how does that factor into your decision and how that affects the locker room, and are we really trying to win or put the best person out there?
Yeah, listen, man, I would say this. I think the Justin Fields experiment is over with. I think that the team I think they turned the page on Justin Fields, and I don't think you'll see him out there again unless something catastrophic happens. I would just remain with Brady Cook and have Tyrod Taylor as your number 2. I understand Tyrod Taylor has a propensity of getting hurt, but I would rather ride with that pecking order than to put Justin Fields out there. Because again, I've seen the script time and time again with him, and so I'm just turning the page.
The thing is, we don't know if if Tyrod is even available to be the backup. That's the hard part. But I digress though. I digress with that because I want to get into the Shedeur Sanders a little bit.
Yeah.
The fact that you had 2 4th-round draft picks. Shedeur Sanders looked like the best rookie quarterback. I know it's just a small sample size, but to me, you had the number 1 overall pick, and you had Shedeur, who was a 5th-round pick. It looked like the difference wasn't as great as 4 rounds, and the Jets had 2 4th-round draft picks.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I can't speak for what the scouting department, front office with the Jets were, what their feelings are about Shedeur. I will say this. First of all, that game was highly entertaining. I'm sure not a lot of people tuned in to watch Cleveland versus Tennessee, but the game was actually a fun game to watch. And what I saw a 5th-round pick outplay the number 1 pick in the draft. That's what I saw in the game. Like, Shedeur Sanders was dealing. Now, did he make some rookie mistakes? Absolutely. But that was I believe his 3rd game starting. And, I mean, the man accounted for almost 400 yards of offense. Think about that. Like, in his 3rd start, he had almost 400 yards of offense. I forgot what he had. I think 3 touchdowns, maybe 4.
He ran for 1.
I think he had 3 pass. Yeah, he ran for 1. I think he passed for 3, something like that. Like, that's what a guy who has arm talent and just talent, period, looks like. So, and then the Kevin Stefanski stuff with the taking him out and running the Wildcat for a 2-point conversion. It's just mind-boggling, the stuff that's been going on surrounding Shedeur with Kevin Stefanski in Cleveland this year.
Well, let's talk about this part of it. Damien Woody with us, ESPN NFL analyst. It's like a bad love triangle because, whether the owner forced them to draft Shedeur, whatever it is, he clearly called the shot on that one. Stefanski doesn't want to play Shedeur. The owner apparently loves Stefanski. Like, who wins out here? Because Bart's talking about trying to make him available. I don't know how you can justify, in Cleveland of all places, having somebody that starts to play well and then you trade him away to draft another guy.
First of all, there would be a mutiny in the city of Cleveland if Shedeur Sanders is not in play to be the starter, going into the next year. I just think that, like, he has that fan base around his finger. Like, there's no question. If he continues to put together performances like he had against Tennessee, I think it's gonna put Cleveland in a real bind as far as what's their plan of action in the offseason to address the quarterback position. So I thought the young man played well. It was entertaining, and I just think everything surrounding Shedeur and Kevin Stefanski is very, very odd.
But the issue is they've already stated that they're keeping Deshaun Watson. So how does he not get to compete for the starting job after he's going to make $35-40 million next year? And if they decide to draft a young quarterback, then that puts Shedeur squarely, as the backup, potentially knowing that a first-round draft pick is going to get the opportunity to be the starting quarterback, because they have 2 first-round draft picks this year, so they have the ability, if they think that one of these guys in the draft. That's why I say it gets real ugly and real mucky, when you think about it that way, because Deshaun Watson's going to be 1 or 2. You're not going to pay Deshaun Watson that type of money and have him as your third-string quarterback. So it looks like Shedeur, who told Baltimore when they called to draft him that, hey, I don't want to sit behind Lamar Jackson. I want a legitimate chance to start. Here with the Jets, he would have a legitimate chance to start, and then that allows the Jets to be able to make the decision in 2027 to go get their quarterback if we know that Moore is coming out, Arch Manning's coming out, and everybody's got a little bit more time to develop when you think about some of the young quarterbacks that may stay in, because NIL deals means that I don't have to come out to get the money because I can still get paid in college.
Well, I'll say this, couple things. Number one, Deshaun Watson has the most immovable contract in the NFL.
We lose him? You there, D-Wood?
Deshaun Watson.
Catastrophic happens.
There we go. We got you. We got you now.
Yeah. Oh, you got me? Okay. Yeah, I think Deshaun Watson has the most immovable contract, but also in the same vein, I don't see him touching the field. I just think the Cleveland organization wants to turn the page from the Deshaun Watson era. He'll be on the roster, but I just don't foresee him playing. As far as Shedeur Sanders, that's an Andrew Berry pick, the GM of Cleveland. I don't think if Shedeur Sanders continues to play like he's been playing the rest of the way, I don't foresee them moving him at all. Because again, that fan base has been so energized by Shedeur Sanders. Like, I just don't see Cleveland moving up off of him. If anything, I see Kevin Stefanski being moved before Shedeur Sanders get moved. That's just the way I see it.
D. Wood, before we let you go, I don't really know who to believe right now, and I just mean the way teams are showing us at the moment. There are the top teams who I think we have a decent idea. But of the mid-level to lower end of the top-level teams, who am I supposed to believe in right now? For instance, just in the AFC, who am I supposed to believe in?
That's a great question. I
can't get excited watching the Broncos. I can't.
I know. I get it. I understand. They've won 10 straight games, and there's still a lot of doubters about the Denver Broncos. Okay? And so, listen, there's a lot of parity in the league, but a lot of people tell you there's no great teams in the league right now. And so, for me, I look at the AFC. Here's the conclusion I have for you. There's 2 things. One, I think if the Texans get in, they're going to be a problem because of their defense. But more importantly, number 2, the pathway is clear for Josh Allen. Like, if you think about it, the big 4 quarterbacks, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, those quarterbacks probably not going to make it this year. And so if you're Josh Allen, who are you facing in the AFC as far as quarterbacks are concerned?
Nobody.
Nobody. Yeah, like Are you going to be scared of Bo Nix or Trevor Lawrence? You're not scared of those guys.
What about the NFC? Are the Packers and the Rams just look like the one team that is fully 100% for real?
I think the Rams and the Packers are the best teams.
Yeah.
Not only in the NFC but in football. I do.
Yeah.
I think both of those teams are the cream of the crop in football. I think the Seattle Seahawks are lurking, but I don't trust Sam Darnold. I don't trust him in a big game. So those two teams, Rams and Packers, to me, are the best teams in football.
See, we understand that, and I agree with you. But much like how our runs were, it's always a team. It's never the two teams that's going to match up that we think is going to match up. It's usually somebody gets upset, right, because they either overlook somebody or they have a bye week and they come off flat and they lose in a surprising fashion. The Cincinnati Bengals were that team once when they went all the way to the Super Bowl after surprising the Tennessee Titans, who were the team in which we thought had an MVP quarterback in Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry and all that stuff. So out of the two, the Rams and the Packers, who do you give the greater chance to make it to the Super Bowl out of those two without falling for the banana in the tailpipe?
I would probably say the Rams. Because I think when you look at the Rams, Matt Stafford is one of the top quarterbacks. They got Kyron Williams and Blake Corum. They got a two-headed monster rushing attack. They got two great wide receivers in Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, and their defense is legit. So combine all those things, I think the Rams are probably the team.
They lost to the Panthers, D-Wood. They lost to the Panthers, D-Wood.
They did. But you know what? Everyone has their day, and kudos to the Panthers. But I still think that the Rams are probably, if I had to pick between the Rams and the Packers, I would probably pick the Rams.
D-Wood, we'll talk to you next Monday. Thanks, man.
All right, take it easy, guys.
That was Damien Woody Report. The Damien Woody Report brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York. Let's squeeze in a couple of these calls who have been waiting for a while before we get to part two of Sideline to Sideline. Justin in Floral Park has been exceptionally patient, and he is up next on ESPN New York. Justin, what's going on, dude? How are you?
What's up, guys? How are you?
Good. Thanks for hanging with us.
Hey, no problem. Bart, I feel your pain. I took my son to the Raven game yesterday. You got to tell me how that Isaiah Likely is not a touchdown. Can you explain that to me, how they overruled that?
I have no idea. Especially the end zone.
The referee said it was a touchdown. I'm a Bills fan, but seeing my son devastated like that, you got to be kidding me.
That means you can just keep swiping at the ball when somebody's already run. Like when is the play dead? They're saying it should have been 3 steps, 2 steps. I caught the ball, 1, 2, it's over with. You don't have to maintain all that type of dude still reaching. The play's over with, brother. I have clear control 100%. Of it, and the Ravens got shafted. Let's be honest.
And I'm not being funny here. Someone needs to investigate Pete Carroll. Why is he kicking a field goal with no time on the clock? What is that accomplishment? The game was 8.5. It was a 10-point game. Why is he kicking a field goal? You trying to tell me this league is not fixed? Come on, Bart. You got to know something, man. You played this game.
Back in the day, I would say it's not. But then Chauncey Billups got arrested, and all bets are off the table, literally.
Next thing you know, couple of weeks, Cash Patel hauling in Pete Carroll.
He like, man, I'm too old to go to jail. He like, what's the dude from Shawshank Redemption?
Morgan Freeman or the other guy?
No, the one that was like he was here, right? When he hung
Brooks.
Yeah, Brooks. He's like, man, I'm Brooks, man. I'm out of here, man. I ain't got time for this.
How about D in Queens next? ESPN New York. D, what's going on? How are you?
What's going on, fellas? Now, I get it. The defensive coordinator doesn't need to be talked, but why are we not talking about the offensive coordinator enough? And the person I have in mind is the best part of Chicago's offense, who you could literally look at a chart at the Chiefs' offense and see when it fell off. They wanted a Super Bowl in spite of their offense, not because of it. I think he would be a better OC than what we got. Our OC stinks.
No,
like,
no.
You can say whatever you want to about this quarterback or that quarterback.
No,
the offense
it's the
itself is bad.
Yeah, I think it's the quarterback, but I think that this year Tanner's had some really good games that he's called, and he's had some really good plays that he's called. He's, it wasn't his fault. He schemed up a slot fade to Mitchell, and the quarterback threw it at as a back shoulder. That's a walk-in touchdown. He schemed up Mechie with that play, the fake drive, and come out, walk-in touchdown. He dropped the ball. The reason why I give Ekstrand a lot more grace is because this is his first year doing it, and it's his first time doing it, right? Like, you don't give Wilkes that because he's been around the block.
I'd rather have him learn a little bit right now while things are not great, And then hopefully when you get somebody in there, then it becomes a little more palatable and he understands what he's doing a little bit more. I don't think that's been bad at all. You've had a bad quarterback.
Yeah, not at all. I don't think it's been. I don't think the play calling has been bad at all. You can say sometimes they don't get Breece Hall the ball enough, but hell, you're always behind.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. Part 2 of Sideline to Sideline is on the way. Want to remind you, though, that the ESPN New York holiday party is almost here. Both the Michael Kay Show and Don Hahn and Rosenberg are bringing the holiday cheer at your mother's house in Garden City Park, Long Island, this Friday, December 12th. We're once again collecting unwrapped toy donations this year to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation. It all kicks off at 1 p.m. this Friday, December 12th, at your mother's house. It's brought to you by Amazon Pickup, Security Dodge, and Spiked Aid, made for big city social stamina. As we said, part 2, Sideline to Sideline, including the best game of the day, and Christoph, why are nice people getting on my nerves? That's next on ESPN New York.
Listen up, football. Play it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
There are small risks in life, like giving a kid a football to play with in the house.
Whoa, watch out for the... Okay.
And then there are big gambles, like giving a kid a lottery ticket. Never gift a lottery ticket to a person under 18. Learn more about how to gift responsibly during the holidays at playresponsiblyny.com. Please gift responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Plus, a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds. Resilience matters. And history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness, experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown! Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. And, of course, on the ESPN New York app. Do not ever forget about that, my friends. Bartholomew, we need to get to part 2 of Sideline to Sideline. And I think that we should do that right about now.
It's going to happen.
This is Sideline to Sideline. Go. With Bart and Carlin. Steelers 27, Ravens 22.
Please have at it.
Am I being punked right now? I mean, Lamar doesn't look good at all. I don't know what the little interception he threw. He afraid to run.
It was a pleasant surprise to see him run for a touchdown.
But did you see it? I mean, yeah. Tom Brady could have ran for that one.
I know.
It's like the obvious. Like even when he ran underneath, he like kind of he slid. He was sliding. Like bro, it was another 5 yards in there. I just don't know. It don't look right. And who knows if this goes bad where they don't even make the playoffs, where the AFC is as weak as it's ever been. It may have to be changes there. Remember, Steve Bisciotti made the change from Brian Billick after giving him an extension for $15 million that year. He made the change. So John Harbaugh could be on the clock.
All right, so here's the question, okay? Be honest, let's put it all aside. I'll put it aside myself. The Steelers right now have a 62% chance to win the division at 7-6.
Yeah.
They have got the Dolphins at Detroit, at Cleveland, the Ravens at home to close out the season.
You know how this thing goes.
They're going to end up making it, and they're going to end up getting beaten round one.
No. I'm saying how this thing goes. Game 18 in Pittsburgh, winner goes to the playoffs.
Listen, if that's the case, I still don't have a ton of faith, but I have even less faith. I put it this way: I have even less faith in the Ravens than I do in Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I think they lose to the Lions, and I think it's a legitimate chance that they can lose with their defense being as bad as it is. That run game of Miami has been on the heater.
Problem. I don't know what Achan's going to look like. I don't know if Wright's going to go off like that. I don't know what Achan looks like next week. if he's healthy enough.
I'm just saying that run game is
that's a problem.
Crazy. But I still think it comes down to Week 18. I don't think the Ravens gonna lose too. Ravens cooked, man.
It's bad football at middle of the road teams, and you can't even call the middle of the road teams are actually bad. They just beat up on other bad teams.
Correct. Or they
That's
got
what
off,
happens.
Or they got off to a fast start early in the year, and it changed everything. But the Ravens, I don't see the Ravens. Man, listen.
I don't know how you feel good about Baltimore now.
No, I don't. It's the Steelers by default.
Yeah.
I think the Steelers can. I think the Steelers can lose all two of their games and still win and still go.
Steelers lose 2 of their games and go 9-8 and win the division.
I think 9-8. I think wins the. That's why I was so disheartening. That's why I think the Bengals was like, damn, we had a shot.
Next,
Broncos 24, Raiders 17.
There's not a team I'm less interested in watching for a team that's won 10 in a row than the Denver Broncos. It's amazing. I mean, Bo Nix, I really thought he was going to take a big step forward this year off of the year where he threw 30 touchdown passes. Yeah. 30. Or maybe 28. But that's the point. And it gets painful to watch at some points. Their defense is just that good. And the Raiders, I mean, Geno got hurt, but the Raiders just stink.
Yeah.
They're just terrible.
And that's the thing. I think Pete Carroll, one and done. I think a team finds a way to dump that Geno Smith, whatever guaranteed money is left there. Geno could be a bridge quarterback for us next year.
Bart, here's what I want to know. Does Tom get fully involved here?
I mean,
because right now he doesn't get any blame.
Well, Tom wanted Ben Johnson, so that's the whole dilemma.
But they were never going to get Ben Johnson to go to the Raiders.
No, I totally get that, but he wanted to try.
Tom's going to have to be the salesman. He's going to have to be the salesman. Whoever he thinks is the best candidate this coming year, it's going to be up to Brady to be the guy that convinces him to go to Los Angeles or goes to Las Vegas.
But the problem is, Brady's not the general manager, so he has no power. So a coach coming in like, well, what can you do for me? You can't force them to build who I want. So you have to give up all the power. You have to say, okay, who are you going to let me come in as a general manager? And you ask yourself, out of all the candidates, I mean, they might end up with, since they seem to like old people, they might end up with Mike McCarthy or somebody like that, somebody that's a program builder. You know what I mean?
Listen, I could see Mike McCarthy being the Raiders coach.
Yeah.
I could see that.
And Tom Brady and them building and developing quarterbacks.
I think he deserves better than that, though.
Yeah. I mean, if I was him, like Mike McCarthy should be out there for the Atlanta Falcons job. You know, it's going to be some new blood out there.
Deserves better than that, too.
And if Harbaugh gets fired, Todd Monken may get some opportunities, some calls to be a head coach in the league.
Next.
Packers 28, Bears 21.
Well, this is the game I did. Packers got out 14-3, and I thought the Bears were going to wilt, and they didn't. And listen, I'll give Caleb some credit because in the first half, if I'm not mistaken, he was 6 of 14. And he was like 17 of 20, I don't know. He's like 13 or 14 of 21 in the second half, something like that.
Yeah, Caleb's 19 and 35 as a whole.
Yeah, and listen, I think it's interesting with Caleb because all the talk has been about his completion percentage is only at 58. Bart, he does sail some throws. Like, he really misses badly on some throws. But then other throws are just brilliant when you see them. I give the Bears a lot of credit because that was a tough environment. They could have packed it in, and they didn't. They've got them again in 2 weeks.
Yeah, the throw was right there.
I'm sorry?
The throw was there for the taking. I think that what really turned the game was that missed tackle on Jacobs late in the game where it was fourth down. They had 3 people there, and he went through 5 people and scored a touchdown.
Yeah, they did that, and they were missing Kyler Gordon on defense, who was a scratch like right before the game. Yeah. One of those guys where he got hurt, but they couldn't do it in time for the inactive.
Jalen Johnson got hurt during the game too, right?
I'm sorry?
Jalen Johnson got hurt during the game.
He did. And then one last thing on that. Caleb, in that situation, don't throw the ball. If he runs, Bart, he's got the first down on 4th and 1.
Yeah.
If he runs to the outside, if he just keeps running, he's got the first down. And he tried to run the same play that they did against the Eagles that worked with Kmet, and it didn't work yesterday because Keyshawn Nixon was ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, it was underthrown, but his shoulders couldn't get squared to the line of scrimmage. He had somebody actually behind him for the touchdown.
Yeah.
But I was encouraged by how the Bears played. I think when they play again in the rematch, it's going to be all the advantages that Green Bay had. I think the Bears are going to have the advantage at home when they have the energy and the stuff of the crowd. And listen, it was bad environment. It was cold. I was encouraged by how Caleb fought back. And listen, Dan was saying, it's going to take him a whole year to learn how to play in this system and stuff like that. He's ahead of schedule, in my opinion. And the Bears it tells you what a good coach would do for a program.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You see his fingerprints all over that. You really do.
The toughness, man.
Yep.
Like outside of like what McDaniels is doing in Miami, the best run game and the best, most physical, most unique run game is in Chicago.
Next.
Rams 45, Cardinals 17.
That was predictable. After the Rams lost last week, you knew they were going to be ticked off, and they were going to take it out on the Cardinals, and that's exactly what happened.
Cardinals are I don't know what the future is for them, how they look, what's going on with them. Like in the future, Kyler Murray, no Kyler Murray, that means they don't have a quarterback, so they're going to be in the market for a quarterback. They're the most intriguing situation in all of the NFL for me.
It feels like Kyler Murray's played his last game for the Cardinals, doesn't it?
Right. So it's like, who does he go to? I can see him as a Raider, right?
I'd be a perfect Raider, not in a good way. He would be.
But I just see, we know Kyler Murray is going to be somewhere, and if you don't have a starting quarterback, we know Mac Jones is going to be somewhere. And with Daniel Jones being hurt, like these guys are going to be somewhere, and they're going to get another opportunity to be a starter.
Last one, go.
Texans 20, Chiefs 10.
They're dead. I mean, again, I'm a show-me-the-body guy. I thought I saw a dead body yesterday in Kansas City.
And
that did not look good.
Yeah, I saw a dead body when I saw every pivotal throw that needed to be made and catch was dropped.
And Travis Kelce being perhaps the biggest culprit.
Yeah, he led to a pick.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like he is cooked. He looks like he is cooked.
He's not cooked, but he can't be a main guy. He has to be Tony Gonzalez, you know what I'm saying, later in his career when they had Julio Jones and Ronnie White and Turner the Burner back there. You know what I mean? When they made their run.
But like Stingley did enough yesterday to take guys out of the game. And when they only score, listen, we know how good the Texans defense is. Is it too early to give the cliche, nobody wants to play the Texans?
Yeah.
Is it too early to give that? I think so.
Yeah, I mean, Stroud still leaves a little bit to be desired, but, you think it would have been a better score. I mean, because, the Kansas City defense did a great job in holding them down as well.
All right, I'm going to give you this real quick before we step aside, and I got Christoph coming up in a minute, too. Right now, if I had to ask you, who do you think the favorite is from DraftKings to win the Super Bowl?
It's the Rams, no doubt.
Yep, plus 380. Right behind them,
and that's the
not
MVP.
Right behind them is the Seahawks at plus 650, and then the Packers at plus 750.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we are sleeping on the Seahawks side. I understand you want to talk about the Sam Darnold aspect, but I think that if when you think about how when the championship was won with Nick Foles, you know what I'm saying, he's better than Nick Foles.
Yeah.
And that defense is just as good. And they got a war daddy at a receiver. Then they have another war daddy in Shaheed. That's slowly starting to get chemistry and ingratiate itself into the team.
It's just until he wins in the postseason, I will not get excited for Sam yet.
How many wins?
That makes sense.
I feel you, but how many wins did Nick Foles have?
I know. I understand. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. Last chance for your calls at 800-919-3776. And Christoph. Why am I Christoph at Nice People? Find out next.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father, I fight to get justice for the injured.
The hustle and grit of these streets shaped me. I'm John D'Agostino, and from the concrete to the courtroom, I built this injury firm 35 years ago to get accident victims justice. So call my team first, 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
You want justice? Think Jenna D'Agostino. Think D'Agostino & Associates. Justice isn't just a word. For us, it's a way of life. It's having compassion for your struggle and getting you paid for your pain. Now that's justice. D'Agostino & Associates means being there for the injured.
Seriously injured? Call my team first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No!
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Out here, pets are always by your side, watching the herd, running fence lines, or asleep at your feet. Pets are some of our favorite customers. When you bring them along to Tractor Supply, we'll always have a treat waiting. And with our price match guarantee, you'll always get the best price on their favorite food, toys, treats they love, and pet meds to keep them healthy. Tractor Supply, for pets out here.
ESPN New York is throwing a holiday party you don't want to miss. Join us Friday, December 12th at your mother's house in Garden City Park. We'll be broadcasting the Michael K. Show live from 1 to 3, followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg from 3 to 7, all while supporting a great cause. Bring a toy to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation and help make the season brighter for local kids in need. It's the ESPN New York Holiday Party, Friday, December 12th. Brought to you by Spiked Aid, Security Dodge, Amazon Pickup, and ESPN New York.
I like what you did there, Tommy. It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. Before we finish with you on the phones at 800-919-3776 and on the ESPN New York YouTube page, where we will try to get a couple of more of your comments in, it's time for Christoph.
Carlin is Christoph.
Go home. I don't need that energy. Bart, been traveling a lot this week. Went to New Orleans, was there for the American Conference Championship Friday night. That was a lot of fun. Traveled Saturday to Green Bay to call the Packers and the Bears. And here's the problem. When you get to Wisconsin and you get to the Midwest, everybody's nice. Everybody is nice. And I get it. It's homey. It's the way you were raised. It's all those kinds of things. I'm from Jersey. This is not what we do. So when I come out here, I just end up feeling so much worse about myself. Last night at Lambeau Field, Bart, I could not find the way out. And I had 4 different people. I seriously could not find the way out of the building at the end. And I could not find my way out of the building. And then each one of them all collectively worked together and walked me to the door. And boy, no, let's take you to this door because we want to make sure that your car's not all that far so you don't have to be in the cold for that long getting to the car. You okay? Do you need somebody to guide you out that door? It was unbelievable. And if I was somebody that was being asked this question, I would have pointed you in a direction, and it just made me feel worse about myself. All of a sudden, I'm a jerk to me. How can I feel worse about myself? First of all, I didn't know that was possible, but it is.
Did they give you snacks? Here, you look like you in case you get hungry on your way back to your car. Did they give you
all kinds of snacks.
A bag of cheese curds?
No, not free, but they were, listen, there were all kinds of snacks all over the place. In Lambeau Field, you name it, you need something to eat as a member of the media, it's there, including cheese curds.
Yeah, when you get to the Midwest, it's pretty much like being in the South because most people migrated from the South to the Midwest.
But you know what, though? Here's what I'll say. The people in the South, sometimes it feels a little fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get one of those bless your heart situations?
Yeah. And
Midwest, it doesn't feel fake.
Because you want to know why? Because it's less racism.
Oh, that's fair.
You see what I'm saying? So it's just nice. See, down south, it's a little nice. We're down south, Southern hospitality mixed with a little bias and stereotypical racism.
Well, once again, I did not necessarily consider that in my whole situation, me being a big fat white man walking around out here.
It's less blatant. Yeah, they're like, everybody thought you were part of the crew.
All I can tell you is, if you're going to be nice to me, pound sand. Just walk away, because all you're doing by being nice to me is making me feel worse about myself. Be a kind of a jerk. Treat me poorly. It's what I'm used to. It's New Jersey.
So you can be like, hey, that's why I'm the way I am. You got to be tough. Can't be by yourself out here, Bobby.
How about this? Before the game yesterday, so I know Kevin Burkhardt a long time from back when we were at SNY together and at Fan, 20-some years.
Wow.
And we will check in every once in a while. But yesterday, there he is. He is the number 1 team on Fox. He is working with Tom freaking Brady and Aaron Andrews, right? I text him, hey, I'd love to say hi if you can. I'm not expecting him to do much. Dude calls me up when I'm on the sideline. Hey, come on over. I'm over here. And he's with Aaron Andrews, and he's with a couple of other people. He introduces me to everybody. The dude's the nicest man on the planet.
from the Midwest.
And he's a good friend, but, like, you know, you have friends. We both have friends who could very easily big-time us.
Yeah.
That could have easily happened. Not Burkhardt. Nope.
Did he offer you one of Tom's coats? 3 coats
Well, here's
that he had
the thing. That's how I knew that Tom didn't come down to the field because it was too cold. Because he wasn't there. Burkhardt had one of their professional photographers who takes the pictures for all the Fox social media. Take a picture of the two of us. He sent it to me this morning. The dude is the freaking best. Everybody's nice.
You love stories
Everybody.
like that. You love stories like that.
Yeah, well, and
is he from Jersey?
Kevin Burkhardt's from Jersey.
Oh, wow.
That's a problem.
So it's just you.
Yes. Apparently it's not New Jersey. I'm just the jerk.
And how the hell is Tom not coming down? He played at University of Michigan.
And he played it in New England.
Come on, bro.
You know what? If you're Tom Brady, you can do whatever the hell you want. You don't have to do a damn thing.
Give me extra $2 million. Give me extra $2 million a year for cold games.
Aaron Andrews, lovely. Could not have been nicer. Takes an interest in what you're saying.
Well, I'm glad you had a great experience, man. Too bad you're coming back here and it's going to be back to normal.
Yeah. Next thing you know, I'm in Newark Airport. Trying to get to my car. Sir, don't go through that door. Where can I go? I don't care, but not there.
We'll tase you, big fella. We'll light your ass up.
Oh, my God. Get me back where everybody's just mean to each other or indifferent. And I'll settle for indifferent.
Yes. You're different, and I hate you.
Speaking of indifferent and people who, just you can't get away from them being nice, is Michael Kay. Now, sometimes he gets a little cranky, but for the most part, really nice guy.
That's only if you put sauce on his sandwiches.
What does that mean?
He hates condiments.
Oh, that's a good point. I forgot about that. He doesn't like ketchup. He doesn't like mustard. He doesn't like anything. But you know what he likes? Sports talk, and he's doing it next. A lot to discuss with Mr. K on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York app and on YouTube.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be yours.